Hi
everybody.
Hello.
Wow.
Good evening and welcome back to the first draft. Whoa.
Welcome.
It's the tabletop RPG D&D.
We're at a table. We're on top
It has
of
a
the
top.
table.
It's a D&D show. We make it up as we go along. I'm Paul. I'm your DM.
That's Paul.
Hi.
Paul.
And to my left is...
Hello, I'm Savannah. I play Rand, the Kalistar Druid Sorcerer Fire Genasi who is trying to figure out why her parents were murdered.
I'm Sarah. I play Saoirse. She's a Eladrin bard who is a little lost, but everything's gonna be fine. It's good. She plays the bagpipes. That's it.
I'm Hunter. I play Bryce Buckland, 13-year-old satyr, junior investigator, rogue. And he is on the search to figure out what happened to his father, who mysteriously disappeared.
Very mysterious.
Hello, my name is Michelle. I play Rhea, the Aasimar cleric, who is really just trying to be happy and get over her daddy issues. Let's be honest, that's what they are.
Aren't we all?
You may have noticed a backstory pattern around the table.
Mine's just lost. She's gonna find her parents again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
It's
exactly.
true.
where your parents
Yeah, I know where they are. It's just I can't get to them right now.
Yeah.
It's fine though.
Yeah. You're not, like, upset about it.
No, it's fine.
An ASMR. But yes, thank you for joining us tonight. But before we get started, we have some announcements that we're gonna do. Right? Who's doing announcements this week?
Announcements.
Do we have announcements?
I
Let's wing it.
yeah.
All right. So we're
Nothing. Wing it.
Woo!
Are we winging it?
Wing it.
Oh,
Wait, owls have wings.
I do have
Oh.
memorized.
Exactly what I was
So we're a relatively new stream, not a podcast. I was gonna say podcast, but we're not
Almost
a podcast.
a podcast.
Kind of
Podcast is
almost-
flexible. It's flexible.
Depends. What is a podcast?
Anyway,
Yeah.
and we are put on by the lovely people at Second Winds, SECONDW. Wait, SE.
You had it.
You did it.
I did it right. You just all looked at me
I'm
like
sorry,
I
I'm
spelled
sorry.
it wrong.
No, you did it right. I'm
Second
sorry.
wins-
I will look
second
away.
wins itself is the number, right?
Yes.
It depends on the social media.
It really does.
It really does.
So it's confusing. So if you want to make it less confusing, just
The number
type
2
exclamation point
ND.
circles in the chat.
Go find
Do
our
that.
stuff. But anyway, it's they're helping us put this on, and they're a store with nerdy stuff like video games and so many Squishmallows right now, like an incredible amount of Squishmallows. You have one right there. Squishmallows, so many Squishmallows in video games and playing card games such as the Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my gosh.
It's so cute. It's
Yeah.
very cute. And video game inspired art and local artists and snacks. And we're here. So that's cool.
We aren't allowed to leave.
Yeah, we aren't allowed to
I
leave.
haven't seen the light of day. in
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
In the corner.
Ew. If you want any of these
God.
nerdy products, go to secondwindstore.com. SECONDSSTO. No. SECOND WINS.
Yep.
STORE.com. Spelling is hard.
It is.
I don't care who you
It
are.
spells Second Wind Store.
That's why I
Dot com.
kind of made a jingle for it when I used to do the socials.
Oh, what's
Um,
the
that's
jingle?
the jingle.
SECONDWINS.
Store.com.
STORE.
When we upgraded the announcements, I
That's
got
pretty
demoted.
It's not true.
It's not the
Wait,
Cards for
I
Kids
mean,
song.
you saw how loose and disorganized this is. If you want to roll, it's
No,
there for
it's
the
fine.
taking at this point.
It's fine.
I think that's it. And that was
Yeah, that was it,
Tis-
right?
tis it, tis it.
Announcements.
Announcements.
And type. What is the social?
Yeah, exclamation point socials. I did it in the chat personally, and it felt really good. Everybody else should do it too.
Wow.
I want to
Yeah.
know how that feels.
The
Yeah.
instant gratification that comes
Yeah.
with it.
It was so nice. You've got to get in on this.
All right.
If you
All
you're
the
not
cool
getting in on
kids
the
are
ground
doing
floor,
it.
you've already done it.
Instant gratification.
Yeah. But as far as programming stuff is concerned, we've got a couple more one-shots coming up. If you've tuned in previously to a couple of our other one-shots, we've got an ongoing, call it a one-shot. It's like on the third shot at this point. But the third and final episode of the one-shot run by Will, our producer, is going to be happening probably in the next couple weeks. We'll keep you updated on that. And then our very own Hunter is going to be running an Alien, that's Alien, the franchise, the movie, one-shot. So we're looking forward to that too. We'll get a date on that soon. Not next week, because actually, Hunter, you're going to be gone next week.
I
So,
am for the first time.
Something about being born.
I guess, yeah, like it's my birth. That happened some time ago,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
apparently people celebrate it, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, it's
They do
weird.
Mm.
I haven't heard
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, it's odd.
Who
So
knew?
we'll be down 100 next week.
Sadness.
Boo. Sad.
But in the meantime, I think that's everything now. So, you ready to play D&D?
Yeah!
Let's recap.
I guess so.
Too bad. We are going to recap first.
Oh.
You don't have to play anything.
So, we left off last session with the party currently at the top of the western tower of the Temple of Bahamut in the city of Alavast. You had been returning to the temple, to which you had been previously, to investigate some mysterious cultists that had moved into the temple that Rands have some association with your history and with the quarry spirits that you have some familiarity with.
Some might say I have a quarry with these quarry.
So you went down to the quarry to mine, and while there, you stumbled upon a long dead high priest at the top of the tower, as well as one member of the cult, the Folded, who activated through some arcane rune magic the dead body of this high priest, and both of them attacked you. You quickly dispatched them, and you found a magical necklace that the high priest had been wearing that seemed to have a similar energy to the barricaded door to the central tower.
The barricade hurts you when you touch it.
Don't do that. Yes.
Don't touch it.
And definitely don't take a reciprocating saw to it if you can. Or circular saw, whichever.
I was about to say.
I'm sorry.
A
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
reciprocating
I'm
saw.
so sorry. I probably look like a fool. Just now. But you recovered this necklace, and then Rand, you, as the high priest collapsed into a pile of bones, just before
we
then,
all do.
before the light of the. I totally missed that.
You said collapsed into a pile of bones, and Sarah was like, as we all will eventually.
I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait
Oh.
until I finally take this skeleton in my body down with me.
But as the
sorry.
light of the magic faded from the runes carved into the bones of the high priest, he looked into your eyes and you saw through into Dalquor, the realm of the quarry spirits. You saw the roiling, gaseous almost body of the dreaming dark, this great behemoth of an entity. But you also saw another being there that that was clouded in a swarm of these cat-like red eyes. And as you looked into this swarm, one of the eyes looked back. And you felt a chill run down your spine and came back to consciousness, your own eyes now a bloody red coloration, where they used to be white. And
That's right.
as you sat down on the floor of the tower room, you took a bit of a short rest, and that's where we pick up now. So, what would you like to do?
So, should we see if that amulet necklace thing, like, can let us get through the door?
Yeah.
I think that's what I was going to do at the
Okay.
end. That was my plan.
So you get near the door, and then Sarah, you use the circ saw again.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sarah?
I'm pretty sure
Who's Sarah?
Who's
Rory
Sarah?
had taken
That's a weird name.
A planeswalker. Who is this?
No sleep.
It's like the name's so short and. Sorry. I want to give a quick look. So, like, is Rand still looking crazy? like
Yeah.
eyes red.
So you-
Rand is huddling under Rory that has become a fire blanket.
Yeah.
Like
And I'm like, yes, Rand does weird things sometimes with fire, so that's not as much the.
this is Rory.
Just imagine fire.
So you see, fire blankets are usually found in science classrooms, and they're for putting on the fire to make the fire not fire anymore. But this
On
fire
the fire.
blanket is made of fire.
But facially and physically and everything,
Yeah.
she's still looking.
Other than the eyes, actually roll a perception check.
Oh wait, I want to use
Turning
the fun
translucent.
tower.
Fun tower.
Can you flip it?
Oh.
After you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hold on. No, not yet. Not
Wait.
Oh! Whoa!
Whoa!
Dice cam! Whoa! That's a really well positioned camera.
Wow.
Wow.
I
That's
don't
a
know.
12.
Plus.
Plus.
You said perception?
I look a little blurry right now.
That'll be an 18.
An 18.
Yes.
So you look and you can see her eyes are like completely clouded over red still.
Mhm.
That's plain.
Yeah, see,
But you start to you're seeing like that same red color is starting to like kind of bleed out of her eyes just faintly, like tendrils kind of coming out.
I don't like that.
Just for the faintest.
Yeah.
At first you can't tell if it's like the shadow of her eyelashes in the light, but as you look at it closer, you can see it has the same color, and it's just barely starting to snake out from under her eyelids.
I wanna find Rhea. Are you like really close to Rand right now?
I don't think so. I think because you're still inside of the room where the.
I'm still inside
Guide
of fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm probably.
I
like,
am a campfire right now.
You are a campfire.
I am a campfire.
I am definitely warming my hands over you.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
sure.
go.
I'm-
I'm gonna go
I'm-
do this.
I'm gonna like tug on your sleeve back. Hey, can I over here a little bit?
Yeah. What's up?
You okay?
Should we be concerned
sure?
about Rhea, Rand?
Your
I mean,
eyes are weird.
her- take my
I mean-
conversation from me.
What do you mean? What? How are they
Straight on.
weird?
It's like
Should I keep going?
Well, can I
That would-
can I find like a shiny piece of metal or something to use as a mirror and show Rand her? Okay, fine. If you want to look into the
Oh.
Anybody got
I'm-
something shiny we could use
I'm
as a mirror?
Yeah, it's shiny. It's reflective.
Oh,
Anybody?
1 second.
from the other room. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're talking in here.
Oh, is that all?
Let me see what I
Everyone
have.
always used to say back.
I do have a mirror, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of course
it's,
you
it's
do.
how I live. So good.
I want it.
May
As
I
there's like
borrow
blood
it?
caked on Ria's
Yeah.
face and just
Should we be concerned about Rand? Gosh, now I keep mixing him up now.
Honestly, I've been kind of, like my head has kind of just been up in the sky, in the clouds recently. What's going on with Rand? I mean, they're super upset, but like we're like fighting the folded. Isn't that kind of like what happened?
I'm just gonna get like a coin or something from my bag that looks especially shiny and try to make you like
and
look
then
into
now
it.
her eyes are
You see what I mean?
Roll perception.
really messed up,
Actually,
and I'm seeing
Can
it
I like see? Okay.
kind of seemingly start leaking out into her skin, which magic-wise doesn't
okay.
seem
That's
good.
good.
And
I don't know much about
Yeah.
it, but it doesn't seem good.
It's over a 20. I know that.
Okay. Okay.
And I know you like heal.
It's
I
a
don't know
silver, if that helps.
you can do anything.
Oh, actually, yes, it does.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a bit.
Okay.
I'll definitely.
So we'll
I'll
get to that
ask
in a second.
Rand if they want me to cast that thing.
Okay, I'm kind of worried though because she seemed kind of opposed to help,
23.
and I think that's what's
I
kind
mean,
of
that
making
is
it.
normal.
That's been.
Is it?
That
I always like getting
pretty,
help.
Pretty normal. Yeah, I mean, but like Rand seems pretty opposed to help and assistance, even when it is like the correct thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we still let her do that?
Well, yes, because
Do your eyes
consent
feel
is important.
okay? I touch her eyes,
I
like
can see
like
that.
over them. Do they feel
And also she
warmer
doesn't
to the
listen to us
touch
usually
than
anyway,
usual?
so.
Do I feel anything from this? Like physically?
Not currently, no. You feel just maybe like a faint warmth.
Okay.
Maybe more than you would expect.
I don't know that you should. Be careful. Rory's right next to my face. I don't want you to
Oh,
burn.
okay. It's just that you look a bit like you've been crying. And I know when I've been crying, not that I cry ever.
Wait, but you
Well, I
can't
like a bit
say
of a cool cough.
So is it
What?
just like a normal? I thought like because I asked last time like is it a normal red
alright.
eye or is it like
It is-
scary red?
It is like
So not like
yeah.
crying.
No. It's not like you're like bloodshot. It's like
But it like looks angry and hot.
yeah. It's
And
like
so-
you've got if you've seen someone who's got like an actual broken blood vessel in their eye and how it
Yeah.
kind of turns like that actual red color.
Okay.
It's like that, but all over the whites of her eyes.
That's
I
what
want
I've
to
been-
use. Oh wait, never mind.
And Rand, as Saoirse kind of like does a little, and then wipes off the silver and shows
Sure.
it to you. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see exactly what Bryce saw. You can see it. You know, it almost looks like your makeup's running a little bit. You know, that kind of. I assume you don't really wear makeup, but
Makeup?
exactly. But you can see just the faintest bits of like red, the crimson kind of coming out of your eye.
That's not what eyes look like. Ooh.
I take a bit of cloth, and I want to use prestidigitation to I guess cool it down, because you could do that. You chill, warm, or flavor up to one. I flavor blast the cloth. No. I want to chill the cloth, and
Okay.
have her like put over her eyes a little bit. Does that feel better?
I mean, it feels nice, but like, I don't know. That looks strange. The vision I just had, I saw this giant red eye, and it looks kind of like that. I don't like it.
Oh.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh. Okay.
I don't like it.
Ms. Rhea!
I'm here. I'm standing right here. It's okay.
Okay.
Are you seeing it now? I've been trying to point this out for like
She saw it. She saw
so
it.
long.
Yeah, she saw it.
Does anyone have anything to know if like
Yes.
there's been any magicalness on me or like strange? Or do we have the wand?
Yes.
We do have the wand.
The dream stick?
The dream stick.
Yes.
Bryce, do you have the dream stick?
Yeah.
But just touch me, please, please touch me.
I want to save it for
please,
something
please,
else. I
please.
don't, because it's
But what if one of
dreams.
them's in
You're
here?
literally not asleep.
But I saw it. I saw it, and I was
What?
awake. This giant red eye. Look.
I mean, I see. Oh, I've seen. I've been pointing it out now for a while.
What's this? It looks like this. What? I don't want it. What
Can-
if it's in me?
So, if I may,
I was
may.
just talking to Miss Rhea about this.
if I may, I think I have something for this. Lesser restoration. I'm just gonna cast it.
Okay. Read me what that do.
What that do?
What that spell do though?
You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poison. Which it's not a condition, but
What is the magical click as you cast it?
I would imagine it's like, you know, in like anime when like somebody like activates their powers and their like body like it like pulses and you can kind of like see all their veins real quick.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like it's like this black energy pulse that just goes
sick.
like through all your
Yeah.
veins,
Love it.
and I
Love
just
it.
like, and it just comes into my hand. But I use the dragon hand.
Okay. So I pick up the coin again, and I'm gonna like.
Wait, here,
look
I-
again.
Here's a mirror.
Oh, okay.
I asked for it earlier and you took so long.
Do I see anything?
We were having a conversation.
Travels through you and back into Rhea's hand. You look in the mirror and your eyes are still dark red.
It didn't work. It's such a Bryce,
I don't think that's what it is. I don't want to hurt you guys. Well, what if it wastes the stick? I feel like the stick was really useful last time.
So-
Do you really want to fight me? Well,
Wait,
then I'd use the
wait,
stick.
Here, no, 1 second. So, here's the thing. The folded, when they like became folded, I guess their eyes were blue.
See.
So I think red might be something different.
But
I
it was
agree with
in
that.
the vision with Tatara.
Well,
What?
so what are you talking about with the? Was it when like the guy did like kind of just grabbed you? Right before,
Yeah.
isn't that what happened?
That's
Isn't
what
it?
was-
You locked eyes with.
He locked
Oh,
it.
Didn't-
never mind.
didn't
Oh,
grab
Okay,
him.
never mind. Then. Not that, but what he just kind of stared at you.
Yeah, I saw it into his mind. It was looking back at me. It looked at me. What if it put something in me?
Rand,
Then-
roll a Arcana check for me.
Your dice is already there.
Fantastic.
Then we might want to.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's see. We might want to like.
Can I have guidance?
No, this is
Too late.
Not
Yeah.
something-
You already
this
rolled.
isn't something you could roll for. I just want
Oh, okay.
to get a feel for
11.
11. Okay. You know, you. This is a different energy than you've seen before, but it is familiar. 11. This isn't particularly hard because you've had, kind of this experience before. You've seen a lot of blue energy. This red energy, you've heard mention of Tishara, but this is the first time you've felt Tishara. Like, it's hard to explain. It feels familiar in a way that just the passing mention of Tishara hadn't. It kind of resonates in you a little bit more. That name and that connection. In a way that the blue energy that you've seen and encountered has not.
I think when I saw into his mind, Tishara feels familiar to me. And I don't know why. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't feel like any of the folded, like, blue energy. Like, this feels familiar, but that doesn't make any sense because this has never happened.
That you remember.
And also,
Yeah, wow.
well, that guy, he was the leader of that cult that worship to Bahamut. What was it?
Well, they're the same.
Oh, that. Wait, what?
Huh?
Quick
It was-
metagame moment. What?
Well, you read the journal that said that Bahamut was the same as Tishara.
That was in his understanding.
Oh,
his confused,
true.
addled
Maybe.
mind. It
Confused and addled,
seemed
my
like-
mind.
It seemed like Tishara
It's like adopted.
appeared as to him in his dream as Bahamut to try to as a way into his dream.
He was impersonating. Okay. All right.
Never mind.
No, I mean, but also that's just metagame because
No,
I
yeah, good to
forgot
clarify
and
because
forgot
Yeah,
to write
I was
it down.
confused.
yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Well, I
Good
mean,
for you.
And she was on circular saw.
Congratulations. All right.
I'm sorry, I had to be snotty for a second. I couldn't help it.
And you stayed quiet the entire time. But well, I mean, the drag because it was the undead guy who stared at you. So, or the skeleton guy who stared at you. He isn't with the Folded technically. He was with that like Bahamut cult. So maybe
Did you tell everybody about the journal?
I think
you
so.
did.
I'm pretty sure.
I think we established that you kind of
Okay.
read it aloud. No,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
took turns popcorn reading is what we
Yeah.
decided.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but what if Tashara was just impersonating that guy's like Bahamut so he could get inside his mind?
Well, I mean, I do think that, but you were saying the two energies are different, and that's what I was agreeing with.
My first stream, which I think I told you all about, but I will double check.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we've established because I've asked that I think a couple
Yeah, I
times.
think at this point, pretty much everyone's divulged everything.
Yeah.
we all know each other.
Or at least everything that you know so far.
But my first stream was like, it didn't have to do directly with Tashara. It felt like there was this thing underneath Tashara that was like working for it. This feels more like Tashara, and I don't know why I know that. I don't know. I'm scared. This feels like it's way more dangerous than what the Folded even are. Because if the Folded are just underlings, then what's Tashara?
I mean, I know one way to find out. Well, maybe find out, and that's like if we go down this cathedral and like we get to where that Skelly dude was making like because like in the journal he was like making something making like some sort of like underground like secret worshipping place. I feel like maybe that is where we can find more answers, and like there's only one way to know if it is too dangerous for us, and that is to try it and be very cautious as we go.
If that amulet opens that one magic door, maybe we can, I don't know, ask the scary Draugr?
Drow.
Wow, I say it wrong every time.
Draugr of Skyrim.
No! Drow. Maybe not ask, but like get her to tell us?
I'm gonna put a drow NPC in this campaign named Gur.
I'm the Drow, Gur.
I'm gonna make another one named Zim, and it's gonna be Vader Zim anyway.
Well,
No.
I mean, yeah, but I was like drowsy.
Yeah, I was
Drow
thinking
Gur,
of, I was thinking
Drow
more of
Gur,
that.
that's the
I was-
joke, but then it became. Yeah.
okay. Well, let's go open the door.
All right.
All right.
We're going to the door.
Did you have something you were gonna do?
Yeah. Have I cast aid on everyone? Yeah. Yes, I have. Okay,
Right.
never
No,
mind.
last 8 hours. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Minus that already. I lost all that.
Yeah.
That's
You
fine.
lost that, and you lost max HP.
Yeah.
In the last combat.
Well, I would have if I didn't already have the max HP modifier. On
Right.
it.
I think it kind of pretty much canceled out.
Yeah,
Right?
it was a very lucky like cancel out there. So I no longer have 8, I believe,
Yeah. No.
It-
because
But
I
it-
ran out of the
So
hit points.
yeah,
right.
the high priest Olaf, he drained your life, which reduced your maximum
Oh.
HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did some necrotic damage.
And so that also lasts until your next long rest. So that's gonna be with you.
Wait, so
And
does
also
that
with you.
still?
With your
So with both aid and that on me, it's just neutral cancel
pretty
out
much
for
just
8
cancel
hours.
that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. You're basically like back to normal.
For 8
Yeah.
hours, I'm teetering on the edge.
Right. So I don't know if another aid would do you any good at this point. I'd have to look at how that, because I think the life drain is like an effect that lasts for that long. So unless it counteracts the effect, I don't know if it would. Anyway.
So as we go down the stairs, I'm gonna be like, Bryce, have the wand ready. Great. All right. So I approach the door.
So you head down the tower back into the main chapel space. As you enter the main chapel space, do you have like the amulet? You're just holding
I'm wearing it.
You're wearing it. Okay.
Can I give a peek out the doorway before
Sure. Roll
I
perception.
walk out of main chapel space? I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, you're peeking.
You're not creeping.
Not creeping. Never creeping.
We don't creep here.
We don't.
Flip it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
16. Oh, is it
Hold on.
perception? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay. Looks clear.
Okay. Looks clear.
As you walk out into the chapel, you notice that there's a faint kind of bluish glow coming off of the amulet. As you're walking across the floor, those runes that you picked up on the grout lines, they kind of glow back this like complementary, kind of reflective color back at you. So as you walk across, you can see these runes snaking in between the tiles on the floor.
You are just positively glowing, Rand.
I don't like it.
Oh, I was trying to cheer you up. I was saying your skin just looks amazing. I'm just gonna.
It distracts from
I'm
your
trying
eyes.
to-
Pale.
I'm trying to say nice things.
Thank you.
So you
Spare dying.
you make your way up to the door and you see the door frame, right, with the intricately carved runes still glowing and pulsing that blue color. There's the slight kind of scratch around the frame where Saoirse tried to cut it,
Yeah.
but the runes are unharmed.
I did some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to try again?
No.
Yeah.
No.
But
Now
as
I
you
feel tip top after you helped me out there.
as you walk up, you see the blue. You can see it clearly now with the light shining on it. Like you can see the runes before, but you couldn't really see any magical energy up front unless you looked really closely, which the two of you did when you actually examined it the first time. But now that you're up close and you have this amulet with you, you see in the light of that amulet, it glows this brilliant blue color. And as you walk up and you get close to it within a couple feet, it just kind of separates a little bit, and an opening opens up in the energy for you.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
I don't think we're gonna get blown back. So I'm just gonna very slowly try. Is there a doorknob?
Yeah, let's say there's a door.
I'm gonna try the doorknob very, very slowly.
Okay.
I want to roll stealth.
Are you trying to
want to roll?
do this stealthily? Is that you're just trying to not attract attention or not make noises as you open it? Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand.
Oh
no.
What?
Oh, okay.
17.
Nice.
Let's see what I got on that. That's a 19, Paul.
19. Yes. All right. So you just open it, just so gently
Oh no.
and cautiously,
Mhm.
and it starts to like, and you slow it down, and you kind of just put the right amount of like upward pressure on it to like get the hinges to align.
Hit it with some WD-40.
And then
Yeah.
it just opens up quietly.
Does it move and it's not supposed to? Duct tape. Is it supposed to move and it doesn't? WD-40.
Or something.
Yep, that's
And so you open this up, and what you see beyond is the entryway to this tower. It looks like kind of in the western tower where there's this staircase that went up to your right. But this one is completely collapsed. Like the floor above has partially collapsed, and you can see it's blocked off any route upwards.
Cool.
However, there is a staircase leading downwards
Oh,
to your left side.
I like that less.
Well, it seems we have limited options.
Let's go.
Rand, would you mind maybe are you able to do the stealthy thing again?
Oh wait, would that still be going?
At this point, no, not after a short
Okay.
rest.
Mm.
So if everyone's trying to be
Good point.
stealthy, we need a group stealth check.
Oh, I'm trying to be stealthy.
Oh, hold on, hold.
I'm holding.
Hold the phone.
What am I
You're
holding?
holding a phone.
Where'd
And
it go? I am holding
to
phone.
look at Maria.
Woo.
Can I have the magical Adderall, please?
Yes, you may.
The arcane Abby.
Oh, there.
I go, boop, right on your nose.
Okay.
You're like,
Yeah. Just like,
Is
Are you trying to do passive without trace?
I'm wondering if this is worth it. Because I don't have I don't have any I only have one more second level spot left. Which might not be a bad idea. I mean,
Let's just do it.
are
Let's
we
go.
going to destroy Okay.
Wait, what?
whoever's
I don't-
whoever's in front should probably have the amulet just in case there's more magical stuff.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's
Yeah.
just
Alright.
let's just go.
Alright, I'm gonna take Rory off. Okay. Who wants well alright, what
I think we could. I think we can be quiet enough as I like.
That was 19.
You want to be
Does it
gentle
count?
with it, no?
Okay, I think I want
So
All you have to do.
motion.
you just gotta
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
gotta want the motion.
Uh-huh.
Nat
Want that
20.
Can you see that on screen?
Nat 20.
Nice.
Don't
For a
forget the
total
D4.
of...
And oh yeah, and then plus oh wait, I just want to add this just for the shiggles. I know that's just a nat 20, but
Just a nat 20.
okay.
Okay.
I mean that's still a 28.
That's all.
Alright, well, we'll see how that works.
Man, only the one.
Against the...
Passive perception.
Passive perception of...
I'm gonna be like Rory. Okay. Same rules apply. If
Can
anyone,
I go first?
I have
Why not? What?
okay. As long as I just do.
I
just
feel
to me.
very stealthy right now. I
I
think
know,
should
but
take the
the
lead.
amulet and no blowback. Okay, that's fine. If any of you need teleport, just say teleport, and Roy, you teleport them. Okay. Okay.
How do I teleport them too?
Okay, everybody. If you need teleport, you have to point in the direction you want to be teleported. Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
sounds.
Okay, you're
And
gonna.
say teleport.
Yes, you're going to teleport them in the direction that they point when they say teleport. Okay. Okay.
Doesn't matter the order.
Don't
Yeah.
all want
So is it a point and then teleport, or like what if they point after they say teleport?
Okay.
What if they say
Okay.
teleport and then they don't point? What do I do?
Oh,
These are all great questions.
these are all really good questions. Okay, you have to say teleport and then point.
Then
Okay, they're gonna say teleport and then point. Okay, you're gonna do great.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Dude, I'm gonna hold up my hand for the amulet.
I just don't want. What if there's something in here that it's gonna and it's already in me? It can't do much more damage. I don't want you to. Get
It
hurt.
wasn't the amulet. It was the guy looking at you. We already talked about this.
Oh,
Do you
assertive.
Wow.
magic like arcane? Does somebody have
It
like
went
a?
over. It ended.
Oh.
It ended.
Can I roll Arcana to see if there's like harmful magic in this thing?
In the amulet?
Sure, you can roll.
In the amulet.
Mm.
We'll see. Roll
Yeah,
Arcana
anyway.
just to see
Roll
what
Arcana.
you
Taken
understand.
seriously.
Absolutely nothing.
A nat 20 followed by a nat
Yeah.
1.
That's great. Yeah, it's blue. Which,
Is
you
it
know,
blue?
It feels a little bit better than the red you saw it earlier. But yeah, it's pretty blue.
And it's safest for the person in front to have the amulet.
I think you should just.
Okay.
You should just go. for
I
it.
take it off, and I hold it out to you, and I say, if you feel anything, you throw it as far as you can.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Okay.
Which direction is he supposed to throw it?
Oh, can you throw it at me? It's rather pretty.
We'll see how far away you are from
Okay.
So you're leading the way then?
Yes.
Okay. Is Rory coming with?
Yes.
Okay. So you and Rory, and you rolled insane on your stealth check. So
Nat 20,
Yeah.
technically.
Ludicrous mode.
I've got Rory and Selma. It's very tiny.
I am the knight.
You creep down these stairs slowly, stealthily, no noise under your feet, and the stairs kind of curve down and away, and then back around, and keep going down and down and down until you feel like you're about probably underneath where your friends are above you. It's just looped back around, and then you come to a doorway. The door is open, and it leads to a hallway that goes down, and you assume based on the kind of loop around that you did that you're about to be directly underneath the chapel. And so this hallway it's nothing fancy. It's some rough stone underneath, like 10 feet across or so, but you see 10 feet wide, and then it's hard to gauge, maybe 50-ish feet long. You see a doorway at the far end, and then you see a door on each side of the hallway. So a door to your right, door to your left, and a door straight ahead.
Do I hear any voices or anything?
Perception.
I will also perceive.
Wait, are we waiting?
I'm assuming that the rest of
Are we going down
Yes,
after him?
yes,
I'm gonna go down after him.
That's a
I'm gonna
nat
perceive
one.
as well. I'm right behind you.
And you did not roll. Are you trying to be stealthy as well?
Yeah.
Okay, roll stealth first.
Oh, okay.
I have to roll again.
I'm gonna give myself vigilant blessing.
Okay.
That's advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
13. Okay. You're definitely not quite as invisible almost as Bryce, but it's not too bad. And
I
then
wanna roll
perception,
stealth.
You were gonna roll perception as well.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. No, it's okay. No,
Oh,
go.
okay.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Well, that's a 12.
A 12. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to be stealthy now.
Okay. If everyone's coming down, let's do stealth checks.
I've at least told a little
14.
steps back.
You're creeping down. You're like, yes. And then Rand's like,
16.
where are we?
Wait, I can't see you. That's the point.
Hey!
21.
Hey! Did you roll with disadvantage?
I don't have disadvantage
Oh.
because isn't it technically breastplate armor?
It's heavy armor, right? Don't you have disadvantage on stealth checks?
I have in my inventory. I have breastplate armor, which is medium.
Okay. As long as you don't have disadvantage, then
No.
I think straight up and down. we can-
Yeah, because I'm working towards
Right, you don't
heavy
have
armor.
fully heavy armor.
Yeah.
That's how it-
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice, though. All right, so as a whole, you feel like you're doing a pretty good job being stealthy.
I take off my heels this time.
I figured it out.
No, you have new shoes that the heels just to the back because of
What?
the new armor. I'm sorry.
The arch still do?
They-
I'm walking on my tiptoes.
Obviously.
I
I want to. So we
Oh, yeah.
are we all in the same place now?
I assume you're all in the hallway at this point.
I would like to check for traps.
Right? Roll an investigation check. You're kind of at the
Investigation.
entryway to it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try like creeping up to the door since I'm feeling so stealthy right now and see if like I hear anything or anything. I'm telling them that.
Would you like?
It's
Would
a
you like?
4.
A 4. Seems clear.
Magic
Okay, cool.
Adderall.
No. Would you like to be able to see in the dark really far?
How dark is it? Now that I think about it. Now that
It's
we've gone
dim
down.
down here. There's no torches, but there's enough.
Wait,
ambient
but
light
there's
that
a
you can
Rory?
still see.
Can I?
Yes,
actually do
yeah,
need
if
There's
to.
Rory
a
is out,
Rory.
then you can see clearly.
In the even though how big is the room again?
It's just a hallway.
Oh, okay.
But, it's about 50 feet down, 10 feet across. So.
Okay. I actually do still think I'd want,
Mm.
just in case I need to separate from Roy for a moment and I don't have dark vision like the rest.
I'll go. Boop, and then suddenly you have night vision. Like, you're looking straight at Rory. When I did that.
Yeah,
Rory is just like a white hot, like you can't even like make eye contact or
You look away
Playing
and like
contact.
a dark after image is just throbbing in the middle of your vision for
Why am
like
I
5
seeing
minutes.
dark in the dark? Oh no. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna walk up to some doors.
which door are you going to?
I'm gonna go one door in front, 2 doors inside. I'm gonna go for door on the right.
Door on the right.
Door on the right.
All right, perceive.
Going to perceive.
We love perceiving.
Right here.
Yay. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh my
You're gonna
goodness.
get it one of these days.
Okay, you gotta leave it there.
So,
Yeah.
Whoa!
Did you get another one? Wow.
I think the secret is you just have to fail at like.
You have to technically
playing
roll it like
with
3
odds,
times.
Right now I'll do it.
I kept expecting it to work. Alright, well, yeah, I guess that 20.
So you put your ear up to the door and you just listen
Technically 26.
carefully with your 26.
Higher with investigation if
It's not.
it's that.
And at first you feel like you don't hear anything, but you listen for like about a minute, and then you faintly hear like a scraping noise coming from inside. It sounds muffled.
Mhm.
So it's not like right on the other side, but you
Do I
scraping noise.
do I notice any kind of like volume changes? Like it's getting closer, further, or is it just a consistent
With
sound?
your insane roll, no, it's about the same every time, and it's not like a perfectly like, periodic thing. There's some deviation. Sometimes it scrapes a little bit longer. Sometimes it scrapes a little bit shorter. Sometimes there's a few seconds in between, but there's an active kind of scraping noise that you can hear.
Okay. I don't think I hear anyone behind this. Just a scraping sound that keeps happening. I'm gonna move to center door if anyone else wants to do it.
I want to listen to the other door across the hall.
Okay.
The left. You listen at the right.
Hmm.
I'll listen at the left.
Perceive.
Roll to perceive. It is time now to perceive.
Are you ready
Which
for
is time.
perception?
Oh.
11.
11. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
And now
Nothing behind this one.
Does my nat 20 happen to carry over to this next door?
No.
No.
It's a different. Yeah, you're perceiving something different.
hey,
You gotta do it
Well,
like that,
not
though.
really, yeah.
24.
So the center one.
Wait,
so
let me. Yeah, 24.
call it the center one, but it's like at the very far end of the hallway,
Mm.
opposite from where you entered from. Behind this door, you listen carefully and you hear nothing that sounds like a person. Well, not at first. It sounds almost like you hear a gentle kind of what's the right word? Like a gentle draft almost.
Hmm.
You can almost hear.
Susurrating.
But as you concentrate on it, it's not like one single sound of air moving. It sounds like many combined sounds of air, just gently moving. And then as you concentrate more, you start to make out individual breaths in it.
Okay, so it is susurration.
Yes.
Susurrating.
Yeah.
That was the correct word.
Multiple
And you're laughing
people
at me.
breathing
Shut the
gently,
heck
not hard, and not necessarily in unison, but sounds like breath. A lot of it.
Gross.
It's just like a bunch of people on the other side of the door. They're all listening.
Everyone knows shots and like see my face and slowly pans over to all of them.
There's like 12 people. Like,
It doesn't sound like it's right on the other side of the door, but it does sound like it's close-ish.
All right, I'm gonna very slowly and stealthily and timidly walk back, creep back, and go. So there was just a lot of breathing behind that door,
Oh, and you also notice that door was heavily locked.
and it's heavily locked.
that feels like
Bad.
And I thought, what did you hear?
Nothing.
Awesome. Maybe we
Okay.
should go down that way.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we take out the army first?
What?
We don't know.
It
It could be. It could be. Yeah, I mean, yes. Okay, so definitely people, but we don't know if technically it's an army, and maybe they're sleeping.
What if they're prisoners?
What if they're prisoners?
All the more reason to free them.
That may draw some attention. Or
Can you stealthily unlock the door?
Can you?
I mean, probably, maybe. I'm a little worried about what's on the other side.
I mean, if you heard the most breathing there, shouldn't we get the worst over with first?
I mean, I do have
It's
this.
what
Will have this. I do have the most spell slots now, rather than later.
Yeah.
if that's what everyone wants, I'll try.
What about the quiet one?
I do like the idea of quiet room. But also, I feel like we've walked into quiet rooms before, and it has ended up not being a quiet room.
Yeah, but Saoirse is really like has a lot of control over her senses, and so like if it's quiet, there's probably nothing there.
Yeah.
So we should address what is there first.
I mean, if you're unlocking the door and just like taking a peek in, they may not. Whoever's in there may not like see or hear that, and they'll stay there, and then we can at least know.
Is there like a keyhole or anything?
Mhm.
Through the door that was quiet?
The door that's quiet,
Yeah.
there's no lock on
No lock or anything.
Yeah.
Wait, did we take the key from the skeleton guy?
Yes.
it. Rhea,
I
Oh,
thought we
that's
did.
why we read about the crypt.
Do you want to try that key, or let Bryce try that key in the door from the dead guy?
Use a bit of graphite powder.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Graphite powder?
Graphite powder. In case it sticks.
Oh.
Makes it smoother.
good to know.
You're
Yeah,
using
I
locks
just-
because you
I
can't
just
use
had
oil in a
some.
lock because it just attracts a bunch of like dust and debris and it makes the lock stick even more. You're welcome.
As are you giving me the key?
Hunting through your
No.
dungeon.
Like,
I know I got
graphite
some powder and graphite in here somewhere.
There's a crush pencil.
That's
I mean, I feel pretty stealthy.
Ticonderoga down here somewhere.
Yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? I'm good to it. I'm feeling adventurous today.
Yeah, Miss Reed. Got it. You're sounding pretty stealthy right now.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna
I
whisper
have-
to Rory like, "Be right next door, please."
Yeah. Does it fit? Does it keep?
Slides right in.
As you're doing this, I want to like ask:
Slowly.
does anything that's like comes back to life, does it breathe?
No idea.
No.
Probably
No. If
not.
it's undead, it definitely does not breathe.
Okay.
I've been around lots of undead. It's fine.
Yeah, keep going. I was mainly asking them that while you were unlocking the door.
my
As a bit of comedy, just in
Sorry.
case you did.
My bad. I felt just. and then I'll stop. Do I hear anything?
Roll perception check.
+4.
Yeah. That bouncy technique.
Thank you.
See?
Thank you.
See?
16.
It likes the motion.
16. Okay.
16.
Now that you heard from Bryce what to listen for, you can make it out too. It doesn't seem to be coming closer, changing, but you can hear the breathing.
Okay. I guess I want to see if I can open the door just a little bit to get a nice peek in there.
Okay, just stealth or sleight of hand for me. Just see how much noise
Sleight
you
of
make.
hand. Ooh, +2.
Ah.
9.
Okay. It squeaks a decent amount.
I just gonna open it a little bit so that it doesn't squeak.
This is like a heavy wooden door, and there is no gap between door and ground, so it's just
Stone, wood on stone.
Scraping.
That is
Stone,
the worst.
You're
That
doing
is
it,
the
real
worst
slow too,
squeak.
so it lasts so long.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
It's like when you try to open a wrapper in a movie theater. The
Yeah.
longer you take, the more noise you make. You just gotta rip it open. Just get it over with.
But you're just peeking through, right? The crack in the door?
Yeah.
Roll one more perception check for me.
Okay.
With your previous one, you still don't hear any change in the breathing.
Ooh, 17.
Okay. So through the crack where you've opened the door, between the door and the door frame, you can see the floor here is kind of like this cracked stone tile almost, and then as you go into beyond this threshold, it becomes more of a what's the right word? Kind of polished, smooth, it was more well cared for. Maybe back in the day. And you see that the floor in here slopes slightly downwards and then ends you can barely make out a room on the far side. It's hard with the amount that you've opened it. I'd say it's hard to see much more. You can see it looks like maybe there is a descending staircase, like a spiral staircase going down in the center of the room, but you can't make out too much more other than a gentle blue glow coming off of all the walls.
Hey, who's got the blue necklace? That's me. Yeah, you might wanna. If we're gonna really take a look in here, there's blue.
Oh God. Okay.
So
All right. I'll creep forward and
Let's
stick
close to
open-
Bryce.
open the door some more, and I'll go magical Adderall. Open the door.
It's quite loudly squeaks open.
Stop!
Squeaks
Wait, what if
against
I
the
try? What if I try? What if I try?
Going slowly.
Wait, so. I have a spell. I think.
It is now open enough for you to get. But now that you've opened it more, you can see beyond in the hall that the floor, past kind of the entryway, the walls are covered in the same runes, the same glowing blue runes, but more and everywhere. And now that you have the door open all the way, you can see all the way to the end of the far room. And you can see there is indeed a spiral staircase going downwards. You can see the start of it, and it disappears into darkness in the center of the room. The room is roughly circular, cylindrical. But what you couldn't see at first, and now you can once you have a clear look at it, is a lot of the all of the patterns, all of the runes on the wall. At first you just think there's this weird optical illusion to it, right? It's almost 3D, it feels like it's coming out a little bit. But then you look closer and you see that there are actually forms along the wall, standing up against the wall. You see people. One next to another, next to another, next to another on the wall. The runes of the wall coming up and going over the runes on their body, linking up with them in perfect unison. Everybody that you can see seems to have their eyes closed, and they're just breathing gently, like they're fast asleep.
Do they look old?
Mixture of ages and races. You don't see a particular pattern.
Well, this is creepy. I called sleeping.
I guess I'll creep it very slowly. Like, I guess stay close.
Yeah. What if we used the dream stick on one of them?
Do they have any of the folded runes on them?
All of them.
But they're all
Oh.
linked together, right?
Okay.
They're all linked together and linked to the walls, and it almost looks like their feet aren't touching the ground either. Like some kind of magic is suspending them on the wall.
If we use the dream stick on one, do you think it'll end the spell on the rest, or it will just
that's
wake
good.
them up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, if it breaks the circle, like if this is a circle spell,
Mhm.
you know, it might wake them all up and we might save one. But it might wake them all up.
I mean, I could always cast tiny hut in the center of this room, and then like if they all wake up, we can just hop into it, and then like come out, attack, go back in. This idea.
It's not a bad one.
I won't be able to leave it though.
I think I want to try the dream stick. I was kind of hoping to just save it for the like really scary drower.
Drow.
Drow.
One syllable, my guy.
You play Skyrim one time.
Honestly. You play it once, but that one time was 500
It just
hours.
I was kind of hoping he'd save it for the like scary one, but I think if it stops all of them,
Well, what happens? Like, so we pull out a Cory,
Mhm.
and then we can like put it in like a potion bottle.
Do
But
we
what
have
happens if we just like put it on the ground?
No.
well, I think it just stays in the stick. I think they had to take it out of the stick.
Yeah,
we
there
don't
was a
have
process they went
potion.
through to put it in there.
They don't have like a quick
Bryce.
eject.
I don't.
It's not like when you catch a fairy in Zelda and then put it in a bottle.
Bryce, I kind of want you to not use that on them because I don't want you guys to have to fight me. If that's what's happening.
Well,
That's a really big.
If you
if.
don't want to fight us, then don't fight us.
No, the red eyes. But I have a Cory. So maybe my Cory is fighting the other Cory. If there even is another Cory in me.
Is it possible to have multiple Cory in one person?
I don't know. We should ask.
So
I don't know. I mean, what if we just like?
I'm stressed planning all of this in the middle of the room as I'm sleeping.
I don't think we're
Saoirse
in the
goes
room
to the
yet.
stairs.
Oh, are we in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, we're in the
Or-
room.
Or
I don't-
are
I
we
don't
just at
think
the
we did.
doorway?
You were
We're
just
just
okay.
at the door.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I
just
feel
making
like
sure.
we could see if even entering the room would wake them up.
I mean,
I'll
What
take
if
a
I
step
did-
forward as I'm wearing the amulet before anything.
Can I cast Unseen Servant again?
That might wake them up. Let's.
I have also a key, and so if they do wake up, we can just run out, shut the door, lock it.
That'll work really well. I'm going to very slowly take one step into the room, one
Yeah.
foot, where with the amulet.
I'm gonna prepare a spell.
You take a step into the, and as you do, nothing happens.
Bet.
I'm gonna very soft. Wait. I'm gonna take a second step into the room, so I'm fully in the room.
Nothing happens.
I
You have entered the
Okay, I think we're
You
good.
solved his door puzzle.
So you see the glow of the amulet kind of pulses in time with the the glow of the runes. It's like it's not just a single steady blue glow. It is like a rhythmic kind of pulsing to it.
Like a heartbeat, one might say.
You could say that. I don't know if I would. It's not necessarily a heartbeat, but it's just like a gentle kind of rhythmic energy to it. But where when you entered the doorway, you saw like it dispelled the energy around the door. Here, there's nothing being dispelled, so you kind of gather that maybe it's not here to trap anything, but it serves a different purpose. The runes here serve a different purpose.
What if this is where they're like made?
Recharging.
I think I want to try the stick. If it could break the circle. You think?
But
You guys are the magic ones. I don't know any.
at this point,
Total guess.
I wanna take a step in the room, and I wanna like tap my foot really loudly.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No. You
Okay.
don't see any reaction from the people on the wall.
Okay, well, let's go downstairs.
Yeah. Well, I think if we don't have to wake them yet, we shouldn't.
What if we checked out the other 2 doors as well?
Oh. Yeah, okay. These guys are sleeping.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's lock the door behind us.
Yeah. The door behind us.
Let's get here.
One.
Which door are you going to first?
Scraping door or potentially nothing door?
I
I should have done it.
Let's go to the scraping door. What the heck?
This time I want to open the door.
No, Bryce, I got it.
I think I really want to try this one. No, I just want to see what happens. You
Okay, well, it's my key.
There's no lock on that.
Okay. You're right. That is your key. Hey.
I'm a 34-year-old woman feuding with a 13-year-old boy.
There's nothing to say about that.
I want to open this door stealthily. So,
Okay.
Sleight of hand or
Yeah, I'll roll that sleight of hand.
Roll lot.
Oh.
And don't worry, we are going to be
Can we keep
factoring
that?
in the amount of noise that you've been making in the past few minutes.
What is happening?
Good lord. Good lord.
It's okay.
You gotta
This
be
is
gentle with it. You gotta, like,
I see.
Treat it like
I am. Tell me to be gentle with it again. Tell me to do it again. And that's technically a 24. Stop taking all the goodies.
like so like there's a right way to do things and then there's an effective way to do things. Okay.
This is amazing. I love how you were just in the middle of lecturing him. On
I know,
how to
and you know, of course,
That's
right?
what I'm at my
Of course.
most powerful.
And like the 1 or 2 times where you just not said anything, didn't roll that 20.
I know. It's like that's like the opposite of how DM powers are supposed to work.
Yeah.
Okay, but you open the
So
door
quiet.
as a mouse. And now the door's open, and you see beyond it a room that looks like to your left and your right spans almost the same length as the hallway.
Ooh.
You see in this room, you can't see the far side of it because there's a rack of what looks like old wine bottles just in the center of the room. And then along the walls, there's like some old barrels, some old like large barrels, like, you know, that would be holding, you know, a great quantity of ale or wine or something like that. This looks like almost a cellar of sorts. And the scraping that you heard earlier, you can still just gently make it out.
Oh, I can't see what's making it.
Weirdly enough, no, you can only hear it. And it sounds like it's coming from one of the larger barrels on the left.
Wait.
Side.
Look up.
I'm going to
Oh,
look
that's
up.
a good point. I'm looking up too.
There's a stone ceiling.
Okay.
Waiting on the ceiling.
True.
You do see, like, you know, there's a little bit of like some plant matter, some
Ooh.
hanging from the ceiling.
I want some of that.
Some invasive maybe plants have dug their way through.
Good job, plants.
They're
Proud of you.
invasive. They're invasive. They're bad for the ecosystem.
Invasive in that they've kind of burrowed their way through like the grout and holes and the not. They could be
Deep
could be
burrowing
naturally-
roots.
They could be native plants.
Yeah,
Deep
It's
tap
hard to tell
roots.
from roots from this angle, but
I'm sorry.
With the
yeah.
coast seemingly clear, I want to stealthily try and make my way to the one that's scraping.
okay.
Scraping barrel.
So you make your way over. Roll one more stealth check for me, just so we see how this goes.
Do you dare? Oh, that actually worked really well.
Uh-huh.
And 18.
18. Okay.
Jeepus.
My stats are wild.
So you hear the scraping coming. You can pinpoint the barrel, and as you get closer, it just stops.
I'm gonna stop. Nothing like happens.
It just stops.
Just stops.
Does not resume.
I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna like turn my head over the shoulder. Like, hey guys, the sound stopped when I got close to this, but nothing's happening yet.
Is it a rat?
I don't think so. I'm assuming it didn't sound like a rat.
Roll nature check.
Don't do that.
You could always.
I feel like Bryce knows rats probably pretty well. There's a lot of dock rats.
I was gonna say.
Your
Maybe
technique's
not.
wearing off.
10. I mean, it's not a high DC. You've heard a lot of rats down at the docks. You know the sounds of rat on wood. This does not sound like that,
Yeah, no.
or did not sound like it. At least it sounded intentional.
take a couple steps back and see if it starts up again.
Okay. I'm gonna very slowly take
Mhm.
a couple steps back.
How many steps back?
Ooh.
2, but not small steps. They're gonna be like nice, like not huge, like medium game steps here.
You hear it start to resume again.
Take one step forward.
I take one step forward. Same kind of gait.
Stops.
I take a half step back.
It's just stops.
Okay. It seems to be right here. It stops.
What do you mean there it stops? Did it hear you or?
I mean, I'm pretty stealthy right
They're
now.
talking to each other right now.
Whisperingly.
I think I'm gonna like hold Rory and like creep closer. Is this like sealed in any way? This barrel?
Yeah, it's like one of those like think like giant
cask.
Oktoberfest
Mhm,
style
sure.
like casks.
Okay.
That's kind of like up on a stand and on its side.
Sick.
It has a tap on it. The whole thing.
I want to investigate this barrel and see like if there's an entrance, like if there's a way that's not just like the classic way of getting into it.
Roll investigation check.
Are there any mugs or
Yeah,
cups?
there's mugs. There's like
I would
lots
like
of
to get a
mugs
mug,
outside.
and I would like to open the tap.
Okay.
All right.
You open the tap, but nothing comes.
Ah,
15.
15.
Do the mugs? Are they like?
novelty?
Yeah. Are they novelty mugs?
What are they commemorating? I want a commemorative cult beer stein.
One says, I dedicated my life to Bahamut, and all I got was this lousy mug.
You said why? So much.
That's very good.
You have one that says Platinum Fest, that
Nice.
has the year on it.
Yay.
So as you approach, you're investigating, right? You look around the edge. You see that like there looks like almost prime marks around kind of where the top of the cask meets the barrel.
Maybe
side of
someone's
it.
stuck in there.
And
We should help them.
as you say that, you hear a voice come from inside that just says, "Hello,
Are you stuck?
who are you?"
It's okay. We're not one of them. We're not possessed.
Get me out!
I knew it!
Are you stuck in it? Who are you?
I pull it over.
Wait a second! No! No!
Wait, what?
Do you actually be good? Pull it open.
He says, "Get me out." So I think so.
All right. Who is near the cask right now?
Me, I tried to pull a pint.
I'm
Okay.
wherever that distance was where it stopped. So
Okay.
I don't know how far away.
So
that is.
then, just you.
I'm at the doorway.
Okay. You two, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Bet!
That's a nat one.
Wait, saving throw. Let's see, where's my... There it is. Dexterity. Not very good at that.
Neither am I, apparently.
It's a 10.
A 10.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Saving throws. 13.
13. Okay, so you save.
Yay!
Rand, you do not.
Oh, no.
So Rand, you're gonna take.
Oh, well, I guess it won't matter since it's a nat one. Yeah, it's fine. What do I take?
You take 17 points of force damage.
That's
Oh!
fine.
As you pry open the top of this barrel, you hear the voice that was addressing you say, "Wait!" And then the barrel just like goes full force and explodes directly into you, knocking you flat on your butt,
Okay.
pancakking you against the floor,
Love it.
and then you skid about a couple feet against the ground.
Oh.
Told
you not to
open it.
So as you look inside the barrel, a faint like kind of smoke coming out of the
Like carbonation?
billowing out. Yeah. There's no liquid inside, but what you do see is a drow with hair kind of blown back on their head,
Oh.
and they are like standing up against the back of the keg, just looking at you like.
I want to run up on him, pull out my rapier, point it at Neck, and be like, "What are you doing?"
Do I recognize this drow?
We'll get to that in a second. We'll get back from break.
Oh, shit!
Alright!
I'm gonna go take a nap.
We'll be back in like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. I forget what we set the timer to, but we'll be back soon.
Some kind
I was-
of minutes.
I was imagining, like, if you've ever seen The Boys.
No, we're not.
Now we're back.
Now we're back at it.
I have control over
He has control.
Chaos control. We're back.
Hey.
So as I moan from under this giant lid that just crushed me and look up, do I recognize this drow?
No, because you're looking directly up at Woodgrain right now.
I'm doing
I'm just
the
gonna
rape- I'm
run
doing the
over and
rapier
help
move.
help Rand out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I did my thing of like, "Who are you? What's going on?"
So you look at
Who are you? What's going on?
you see this drow.
I mean, there was just a huge, massive boom. I don't know if my slightly raised voice is causing much more of a disturbance.
So you hold your sword up to the neck of this drow, who is like kind of at the back of the keg, and you see that they have this long kind of braided hair that's falling down behind their shoulders. The parts that are not like frizzed up.
Could
and
I
black
ask a
back.
metagame question
Yeah.
really quick? So is drow an actual species?
It's a dark elf.
Huh. All of them have been? Because we've said every single one of the folded we've met have been dark
No.
elves?
The folded is all
Or no,
races.
all the okay, so all the drow is there because we've met several of them have been drows. So that's fine. Like,
Only one.
Only
I've only
one?
seen one drow. I
This
think.
is our second.
I think this
I'm
is
saying
number two.
drow again. God dang it.
But
I said dang too. Wow, I caught myself.
Look
there.
I think this
Huh.
is only the second. There may have been one more. I don't remember. I assigned some races off the top of my head.
There was
That's
one in the
diversity.
inn.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Yeah, one of the ones that you saw in.
That's
Denver.
probably
And one
why I
of
have
the chromatic guards, or is a drow as well.
the one that you saw the one in the temple.
Okay.
That was a drow. You
Now
saw one in
I-
Denneberg, different drow, and then this is another drow.
Got it.
Wow, it's almost
Good
as
to
if
know.
they're like a race in the world.
I mean, no, honestly, I was thinking not that. I was thinking like it was just like a group of people, or it's like a term, or they're the subservient people of this person. I don't know.
I
Like-
totally could have said it was a turd instead of a term.
They're
Yeah.
just
Anyways.
yeah. Drow is just a dark brown.
That's
Okay.
fine.
But so yeah, but their hair is like shaved on the sides, long braided on top and down the back, and their skin has a lot of tattoos on it. You see they're wearing kind of like this kind of loose canvas, almost kind of ratty, a little bit kind of clothing, and arms completely tatted up, but not like the folded that you've seen. This is you've actually seen tattoos like this a lot down at the docks, similar to that, like almost sailor style tattoos.
Okay. So they are literally sailor style tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they're kind of like at the back of the keg. It didn't look like they caught the full brunt of the blast. It seems like Rand caught the worst of it. But they're standing at the back and they're looking at you hesitantly, but not afraid. And they say, "You may want to put that down before you hurt yourself, kid."
I'm way more likely to hurt you than me. Tell me what I asked you who you are.
It's actually true. He's got a body count.
It's higher than everyone else.
And I'm gonna
here.
press
You
it.
should
I'm
be
gonna
scared.
press it tighter against his neck too when he says that too.
But also, Bryce, sweetie,
What?
let's take that down.
He could have set this trap and everything. He told you to open it, and then we could have said, "There's an explosive trap. Don't open it." But he didn't. He said, "Let me out." So.
Am I
They
up at
pronounce
this
it
point?
they them.
Oh my bad.
Oh,
my bad,
snap.
My bad. Say them.
They did start to say,
Am I-
no, as in, wait, don't do this. So.
Well, then they can say it right now.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
I suppose I should
Hi.
say thank you first.
You're welcome. Mm,
You okay? Are you the one that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Hello. My name is Celia.
Hi,
Nice to
Celia.
meet you.
Why are you here?
Could ask you the same thing.
We're, hunting folded things.
You don't need. Okay, we are not answering their questions. I have the sword today. Come on. I already asked them why they're here.
Why does it matter? They're not folded. Look, their eyes, they're normal.
Okay. They aren't the only enemies we've ever fought.
Saoirse is like,
eye opening.
Saoirse is just like
They're creepy.
so into the tattoos, though. Like, hey, I'm Saoirse. I love your ink. Where did you get it done? Who's the artist?
I'm at this point. I'll see just drop some back. Oh my gosh.
Well, here and there, it's kind of whoever's got the ink and the pen at the time. I've got one on the ship, but sometimes at different ports of call, I get a different piece done.
Okay. A sea ship or an airship? May I ask?
See.
Okay. Well, I don't know these days. The technology,
Yeah. No, I like to keep to the tried and true, the ocean.
Valid. I know someone like that as well.
It's a
I mean,
respectable opinion.
statistically, airship travel is the safest way of travel.
I would say statistically for me, airship
Every
travel
single
has been
airship
the
we've
least
been in has
safe
fallen.
way of
We've
travel.
only been in one.
It has a 100% rate of falling from the sky.
We're even technically there.
Okay, so again, Beryl, you inside. Why?
Which I already asked at the beginning.
Right. That's a funny story.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not so funny.
Stowaway.
You're here to hunt the ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, in a way, I was hunting one of them as well. So
Is it a family?
What do you
member?
mean, in a way?
Do you have a relative that is folded? We've been through this before.
yes, as a matter of fact, yes.
All right.
Yes, my
Round
sister.
two.
So, no point in. Let me cut right to it. I was hunting for my sister.
Mm.
Not Celia. I'm Celia. My sister is Pell. She's. I haven't seen her, or I hadn't seen her in a number of years. Not since we were kids, really. She's always been on the spacier side, I guess you could say. She was always drawing, sketching, doing art as a kid. She always had imaginary friends that she talked to.
There's nothing wrong with an imaginary friend.
No, it was, I mean, it was weird, but it was fine.
Just kind of pet Rory.
For a while it was fine. And then, you know, she would cycle through them like clockwork. Every week there'd be a new friend that she'd have. Until one day, she had a new imaginary friend named Commune. And Commune was different. It was like Pearl was a different person when she was around Commune. She seemed, I don't know, her demeanor was different. The way she acted, her phrases, she didn't talk like herself. She didn't talk like a teenager. She talked like I don't know, a being. that makes sense. Like using grandiose words that no 15-year-old should normally use unless they're trying to act older than they really are, which wasn't her thing.
Been there.
Don't know what you're talking about.
But that wasn't how it was. And anyway, none of that really matters. What matters is one day. So we grew up in Port de Chauny, and
Wow, really? I don't actually say that out loud, but like,
yes, really.
I didn't say it out loud.
And you know, not the best part. And you know, our family, we got by most days. You know, some weeks it was close on rent, some others we had to make ends meet. And Pell, you know, bless her, was stubborn. She didn't want to pull her weight. She just wanted to draw. She would always draw. She was always drawing. And after she met this Commune, she was always drawing the same thing over and over and over again, like these runes, these glyphs, these, I don't know, these patterns. I didn't understand any of it, but it's all she cared about. And one day our parents couldn't make ends meet. We couldn't afford the rent. And they called the guard on us to evict us. And they started pulling all of our things out. And our parents, they'd been through so much. There's nothing they could do. They were throwing out furniture, throwing out possessions. And then they grabbed a stack of my sister's drawings. And I've never seen this before. And, well, I have now. But her eyes glowed this bright blue color, and something happened. I blinked, and there were guards dead on the ground, and my sister was gone. And I've been trying to find her ever since, and just recently caught wind that somebody had seen her back in Port de Chauny. Not but a few weeks back. I was in port just for a little bit before I set out again. The crew that I run with, we had set up anchor. And I went to go grab some saltwater taffy from my favorite stall.
The callback, though.
And, you know, that my normal person said, oh, didn't I just see you here yesterday? You don't usually stay in town so long. And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, well, weren't you just here? Your tattoos were different. I just figured you'd got more work done, but didn't I just see you? Someone like you. And I said, no. And instantly I knew who she was talking about, because she described the tattoos, and she described exactly the sort of drawings that my sister used to do. And I didn't go back to my crew. I set out hunting her down, and it led me back here, and I found her. And what I thought was going to be a joyous occasion, reunited with my sister, I was going to find her again after all these years, and she acted like she didn't even know me.
She didn't talk to you.
No, well, she talked to me.
What did she say? That's new.
Well, I mean, she seemed a little bit like more intelligent than the rest.
Nothing important. She and a group of them, those folded.
Mm-hmm.
They disarmed me. I took a couple of them down, but they disarmed me, took my weapon from me, threw me in this keg, carved a bunch of runes into the inside of them, of the wood, which you so effortlessly set off. I was trying to scratch my way out of it, trying to break the runes in some way that would actually stop them, but I guess at the end of the day, brute force won out. But
Are you hurt at all? We could
I mean,
help you a bit.
a little bit.
You talk an awful lot for just meeting strangers.
Well, I get a blade put to my neck in the end of a keg. I don't really know what else to do in that situation.
That seems pretty smart.
See, it helps.
As they're talking, also, Bryce, you notice this, just the flash of their teeth. They are pointed, sharp, which is weird. It's odd. And then you just catch a glimpse, and at first you're like, "Huh, have I seen that right?" And then no, all of them, they're not like they're filed down to a point, but like they remind you of shark teeth almost.
Have I seen that before? Just wondering. Is that something that I've seen in Port to Shown before?
Roll a history check for me. Natural 20.
Well, normally
I
the
do
folded...
have a passive insight of 17, by the way.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, my friend's my part. You said history check?
They seem like they've been mostly truthful with you so far, though there's obviously gaps
And I was
in their story.
also
They're not telling you everything about what's going down. But
All the folded that we've met so far don't say anything.
other than
what did you roll?
which
in
one?
history, Bevan?
It's 18 on history, and I also was wondering if Bryce would have, because that sounds like a very dramatic tale. And while a lot happens in Port de Shown with things like what I've heard about that story, because these people are older than me, maybe there's like a
Not that
wife's
story
tale.
in particular. I mean, like, you hear people getting evicted all the time. It
Yeah.
happens, and occasionally there's a scuffle. You know, it's not
scuffles
it's not
are
unheard of. Outright murder.
Yeah.
With an 18, it's hard to like put a specific occurrence on it. You don't know how long ago this happened. They look like they're probably in their like late 20s or early 30s, so you gather it's probably from, maybe a time before you were born.
Mhm.
So if it did happen, you probably would have heard about it.
People aren't talking about that anymore.
But with an 18 history, you notice their teeth look like almost like shark teeth. It just reminds you of some stories that you've heard of certain pirate crews that tend to make some deals. You don't know the specifics, but there's like the little hushed conversations that they end up adopting certain attributes, benefits of sea life in return for something. Some tales it's like they sacrifice somebody, or sometimes it's like gold to a drowned god, or something like that. But there's like the old wives' tales that float around.
Is there a fun like term that they're called, those crews?
None that I've made up.
Because I'm wanting to ask them a question, but
yeah. But you know one in particular, the most famous crew that has these kinds of features is run by the one and only Ella.
Oh my gosh. What's her name? Full name? Oh, Salmonella. That's right.
Old Salmonella, the pirate queen herself.
Wait a second. Are you on Pirate Queen Salmonella's crew?
Smile across their face.
I am so sorry. I'm gonna put the rapier away. I'm so sorry. I think I have some water. Do you need any water, guys? We need. Oh my gosh, guys! This is part of Pirate Queen Sam and Ella's crew. She's legendary.
I don't care.
As they smile at you, their teeth all just form this like pointed row.
Look!
Okay. What color robe was your sister wearing last time you saw her?
Does your sister know Sam and Ella?
No.
Oh, okay.
And for the record, I mean, I could be with anybody.
Oh,
I could run with any crew line.
that's yes, you can.
Robe,
Hmm?
robe, your sister's robe. What color was it?
I mean, I didn't get a good look.
How did you not get a good look? It was the first time you saw your sister in a while.
They could be colorblind. Okay.
Some people have color blindness.
I want to roll something. I want to roll. I smell a lie.
When I'm saving the seas, every flag is a black flag.
I think they're lying. What can I roll?
It's an inside check.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't catch a glimpse of it.
That is.
I wasn't really paying attention to what color she was wearing. It was covered in markings and the same kind of patterns as her tattoos. 9. Yeah.
Well,
I gather that they just legitimately didn't notice.
Really?
Or
No.
like weren't paying attention to the color of the robe, but they do say, I mean, it was covered in markings, like the tattoos that they had, these strange like white bluish tattoos that covered her skin. Different than I mean, she definitely didn't have those last time I saw her.
Well, if she was talking to you, that means she's not a grunt. So that's fine, I guess. Do you want to go check this room over here where we found a bunch of sleeping, floating people?
Do we want to go into the quiet room first?
I don't like the quiet.
Is there a room even connected to this room?
You look around and it doesn't appear so. Looks like this is just kind of a cellar space.
We should, yeah, the quiet room where there's nothing in there. We should just bust the door down because we've made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And maybe we can catch them unawares.
Oh.
I don't know. We should try to get their attention. We're in like the middle of their base.
I mean, yeah, now is not the time to be pusillanimous.
What?
There it is. There it is.
Today is part of the day.
It's an SAT word.
It's
Wait,
also a TikTok
what?
word.
Oh.
Can you give us some of the etymology on that one?
See, that's the thing. Is like I've also seen that Tumblr post like about 10 years ago.
I mean, yeah, the TikTok's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much all internet humor comes from Tumblr. I mean, still currently, Tumblr is the best social media site out there.
I
I'm
really need
not
to get
kidding.
back on there.
Interesting.
It is amazing right now. It is peak Tumblr.
Peak Tumblr.
Yeah, because there's no more supernatural like gifts.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So
Beach apocalypse is kind of played out.
Yeah, no
Vice
more
grip on the Tumblr community.
Homestuck is over.
Homestuck is over.
It's
No
over.
more super hula.
Hatalia's dead.
All of the best memes from like a decade ago will occasionally resurface,
Shoelaces.
but not too frequently.
Didn't we
That's
know
great.
last episode,
Do you love the color
or
of the
last
sky?
session that like hell was the one in the light blue? Didn't someone tell us that? Or,
Yeah,
like-
yeah, we talked about that during the Q&A.
Okay,
which
so we know who
skipped
Pell
this
is.
week.
I was
no.
actually just thinking about it too.
All right, we'll do that
We'll do
in a minute. Yeah.
So like we know Pell's the one wearing the light blue.
Yes.
Is the cool.
Yeah, you know now that
Oh.
That's
We
what
put it together. The
Got it.
cool drow that was lounging and looking cool.
Got it.
I gotta say, your sister's really cool, but also
She is.
we think she's kind of evil at the moment. Maybe not like her personally, but like the people she like hangs out with. Like I have
She's
kind of
probably
experience
This
with.
kind of sounds like she's been possessed since childhood.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's kind of what I was getting at. Yeah.
How long has this been?
I mean, since
You can't just ask them
she
their
was
age
a-
like
They literally just told us their life story.
that. That's a good point.
I feel like I was pretty judicious in what I told you and what I didn't tell you.
Yeah, sure, okay.
It's since childhood, really. I mean, she always talked of having, vivid dreams and wild ambitions and that whole thing.
And that is what all the other folded people have talked about as well.
I wonder if her imaginary friends were quarry.
I mean, that's
Got it.
pretty much what I've
Okay,
got. At
never
this
mind.
point, anyone with an imaginary friend, it's a quarry. That's what I'm getting at this point.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one had them in Port to Show. Come out here, suddenly everybody's got an imaginary friend that's actually secretly a sleep demon.
Well, okay, can we just go do something? Yeah.
I would love that. Does anybody have a weapon?
I will give
What?
them.
Would you like a
I have
circular
rapier
handsaw?
And I have a rapier and a scimitar and also.
It's
I
like
have a
when
lot
a
in my
pretty
backpack.
lady asks for a light for her cigarette, and all the men give her their zippos. It's like,
Just
here you go, miss.
So I want to have I have this and I have this and then I also have my old leather armor and then I have some armor for you if you need it. It's 13-year-old boy size.
Yeah, they hold it up and they're like, I'm good without that.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Do you have anything with a little bit more heft to it?
I have a flail that I never use.
That'll work.
I know I don't.
Please give it back.
I have a circular handsaw.
Yeah,
Like when you're.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it for a little bit.
And I'm also gonna hand them my second pair of shaded goggles that I've had this entire time.
Yeah,
and if you want
they hold them
these,
I mean,
It's
they look
dark.
pretty cool.
down
Are they
here.
the biker
Yeah.
Viking glasses? What are they called?
The
they
welding
put them on and
goggles.
they sit there for a second, just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite my style, but I appreciate it.
Mm.
Okay.
Save those for somebody special.
Okay.
I'm gonna go walk towards the other door that we haven't opened.
Okay.
I would
wanna look-
like to put my ear up to it and listen.
It's still quiet.
Were there any communion wafers in the wine room, by the way?
Oh yeah, you pull out a drawer and you
I
find,
just grab a
Yeah,
handful
yeah.
of
they look like just little
Put it up.
chiclets. You pop one in your mouth, and it's like
The
It tastes of
driest.
nothing.
yeah, it tastes like sand just kind of dissolving on.
Wait, are they the cubes or like the little paper circles with the cross on them?
Oh no, these are like the ones that I had growing up were just like the little chiclet looking ones. The
Oh,
little, like,
really?
Yeah, that's what we
Wow.
got. It was like if somebody took
So many different bodies of
I
Christ.
know it's like if somebody took the body of Christ and just shrink wrapped it down into just like tiny bite-sized pieces.
So my
This
best
body of
friend
Christ
went
is
to
Jesus
went to a
legend.
Christian college and
It's the body of
They
Christ
had-
positivity movement.
they
This is body of Christ, hot girl summer.
We have lost our entire Christian fan base.
Those are compliments.
Oh,
I would like to open the door.
You do that.
I do.
To hell, assumedly.
you can buy those communions.
I know
by
you
the
can.
way.
It's
By the
really
way.
funny.
Bull
That's
Christ.
fact.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My best friend will buy the entire body.
Costco Jesus, that's the American way.
I cannot.
Sounds like an old like
Can I
Fallout
just
Boy
say,
Panic song.
at my
Costco.
we used Hawaiian bread.
Oh
What?
Good
Dang.
Jesus.
I wish I went to
Like,
your
God,
church.
it's
growing up.
Sweet Jesus!
They
Sweet
were
Jesus.
stingy with Jesus when I grew
Oh
up.
no! Like
Man.
me and the PK, the pastor's kid, we would literally
yeah.
just take the rest of the
I know what the
Just
PK is.
eat it after service.
You got seconds of Christ body.
Oh my god. Yeah.
More than seconds.
Oh yeah, we had a whole kidney.
Metaphorical cannibalism has never been so
Yeah.
cool.
Anyways,
You want to know something interesting?
I would love to know something.
You're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
actually supposed to chew on them.
Really?
You're supposed to let them
Yeah.
dissolve
Oh, yeah,
in your
yeah.
mouth
That is
because
true.
chewing on them is an insult.
If you are Catholic, that is
Nobody
true.
told me
Does
that.
it not transubstantiate if you chew on it? Is that the rule?
It's
No,
like how you're
it's
not
just
supposed to
not
chew on pills. You have to swallow the pill.
Yeah,
Right,
it's,
right.
it's,
You're
you're
trying to be respectful, and
Yeah.
and trying
So
to.
Jesus says no teeth.
No!
Do we get a dice for that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We need to stop.
So you
The
open
plot has not advanced.
I open the door.
What do I find, Paul? Tell me now.
I don't know. Oh, no, it's in there. It's not
Yeah.
affecting the stream.
It's fine.
Oh, I
It's
wanna
fine.
see my-
It's just
Oh.
good.
I'm glad my
Hilarious.
parents
You
don't
vape
watch
thing.
this.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so you open the door.
I open the
You open
door.
the door. You see.
Pockets full of communion wafers.
You see.
Two tiny children.
It's like the meat shoving for its sticks
Yeah, they
and
want
eyeballs,
a
man.
handful of wafers. Wide
I was a fully grown adult. This was like how
Who was the other person?
like less
Was the
than
PK a
30 years
child
ago.
or a fully grown adult as well?
Nice. Nice. No judgment.
Sit under the table for a little while.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That is totally
Back
fine.
Debo would love this conversation.
Oh my god.
My best friend almost was like, should I become like a scientist, like a biochemist, or should I become a nun?
How are those the two options?
I mean, for
because,
a long time, those were like the two options,
Uh,
right? You know.
because
you can only be a nun.
I mean, yeah.
because they're actually a really cool queer Christian that is super into their faith
Love
and is the coolest freaking person ever.
Happiness.
If you're watching, you're
Let's
super
play
cool.
D&D.
And we have laughed about just munching on that body.
What was that,
so much.
Sarah? Maybe you want to talk into your microphone.
I am talking into my microphone.
We advanced.
I'm in the room.
Let's go in the room. I'm in the room.
Tell me about the
You've done
room.
it.
I'm in the room.
Okay.
We're in the movie, The Room.
Oh God, we can't get.
Oh God, don't bring that up.
I've seen
seen
that movie.
me too.
Oh, what's in the room? What's in the room? Oh, what's in the room? What's in the room, Paul?
You are. You have walked into the room. You see. I'm gonna get through this. You see on the right side there's a desk.
Whoa!
On the left side there's a bunch of crap.
Whoa!
It looks like this room was used for a storage space. You see like a pew. You see some chairs. You see some candelabras. You see some
Communion wafers.
buckets. You see a basket with a lid on it. Ooh, wonder what's in there. You don't know.
I don't want to.
You see some offering trays. You see some just everything that may have been used in any kind of liturgical capacity has been kind of just crammed down.
Do I see
this
anything
space.
weapon of like, oh, that's pretty cool value?
Roll an investigation
I will
check.
do it.
You were ready. Whoa.
Jean Valjean.
Hold. Hold.
You could have had a D4 to that.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I
You're
actually think we're in the complete
shoving
other room.
communion
Yeah, I don't know where
wafers
you
in
are
your
right
face.
Because I think she
I don't
just-
I have a
Like,
dirty
you
20. I have a dirty 20, Paul.
A dirty 20.
I do.
All right. So the dirty 20, you see. What are you specifically looking for?
I'm
Sorry,
looking
I've lost
like
the plot
it-
so bad.
Anything that's like weapon or like of value, like the necklace, like something
yes,
that would be like
yes.
magical.
Okay, so you don't see anything like outright
Yeah.
super valuable.
Okay.
You do see a great sword sitting, kind of
I pick it
leaning
up.
up against the pile.
It's mine.
Just
As you
casually.
pick it up, you hear from behind you just. Wait a minute. Hold on, give me that. That's my sword.
Who's that? Who's there talking to me?
Yeah,
Celia.
Celia.
Finders keepers.
Oh, wait, I'm Celia's there. I'm there. I'm like fixated. You can't. You have to. It's their sword.
How do we know that?
What's
Oh, now suddenly
But
you
look
don't
at
believe
the
them?
pommel.
But what's on the pommel, Paul?
Celia's name is engraved into the pommel.
All right.
and now
Do I
I
see anything else, Paul? I just kind of.
You don't see anything of value outright, but you do see on the far wall behind the desk, you can just make out a chest that's kind of inset into the wall,
I'm gonna open the
almost
chest.
like a safe style.
I will open the chest, Paul.
It's locked. Would you like to try to pick it?
I would like to burn it open.
Okay. How are you gonna do that?
I think I'm gonna like. Well, you know what I'll do?
I don't.
I'll like my hair's like tries to open it. I get frustrated. My hair goes on fire, so I take out one of my hairs and I kind of make it into a pick. And I want to try to pick the lock with my fire hair.
It's a hair pick.
A rogue with lockpicks and proficiency in them.
Yeah.
Is in the room. Is actively right there.
Just roll a
Got
roll
this.
a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
No.
I was gonna make you roll a disadvantage too because your hair is strong. It is wiry, but it is certainly not a set of lockpicks.
I think I just
Looney Tunes your way into this.
I get frustrated and then I just like start to like burn through
Okay.
chest.
Yeah, are you casting a spell to do that? How are you burning?
I guess I could.
Can I have my flail back, please?
Oh yeah, I don't need it anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Unless you
Yeah.
wanted to like attach the flail to the bottom of the greatsword
sick.
and like you
Random.
could just like
Want
I-
help with that?
I
That sounds
cast
cool,
control
but
flames.
I don't know if I've got a good thing going here with the right, the weighting of it. It might throw me. It's like if you use a certain weapon for a long time and you change the weighting of it, it swings all wrong, right?
I don't think I've ever hit anything with an actual weapon before. Yeah,
You're missing
usually.
out.
Well, I mean, usually I can just be like, boogada boogada, and they explode.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I would do that too. if I could.
So I'm gonna cast control flames, a cantrip, and I'm gonna get frustrated that my hair pick didn't work. So I'm gonna like try to make it a little stronger, like a pin. I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna like draw around the
Nice.
lock to like burn it out.
Okay. Just roll a dexterity check for me to see.
Spy movie with the window.
Yeah.
Let's go! I am a spy, Paul.
Yeah. So, yeah,
The laser.
you watch Rand pluck a hair, and you all think like, there's no way this is going to work at all.
How on earth could a hair pick a lock?
But Rand just traces just right around the lock, and then you finish and just like punch it out,
Yeah.
and then the chest just opens up.
Yes! What's in the chest, Paul?
There is.
I'm really happy that container didn't also explode.
It did not. No. You see, there is 117
points of damage there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did take 17 points. Of
How many
damage.
hit points?
Okay.
Got like 25. I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine.
If you had
I'm
to
not
put a
gonna-
number to it.
If I had to put a number to it,
So you see about 121 gold pieces,
I pocket that.
and you see
120.
a sizable diamond. You
I
see
pocket everything.
a sizable ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know exactly how much they're worth, but just mark that you have them for now until you have time to assess them.
Hearing Rhea clear her throat, I'm going to just like look back and forth and then like sneakily throw you the diamond.
Does this seem like a diamond that maybe could be used with the revivify spell?
I mean, just judging by the weight alone, roll a perception check for me.
Are there any cool weapons?
She
in
gets
there?
a loop out.
There's
Oh,
no
what is
weapons
this?
in here.
She gets out a loop.
Yeah.
How do I
One.
add?
Oh, one?
1 plus, I think, 2.
Okay. You don't know. It's pretty big. Yeah, maybe.
This is a
That's a
really
just a
solid
diamond.
sapphire.
You could give it a shot. You know.
It's just a normal ruby. I'm just.
It's
putting
it's
it
a
in my hand.
it's just a ruby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think this will work. Here, you can take it back. I won't prepare the spell.
What's it
No,
called?
you don't not think that. You just don't know.
No,
It could work. It could not.
Okay.
I'm ready
Well,
to sit like a person again.
do you want if you want to just put it in your inventory thing, I
My
can.
backpack?
If we need that spell, I'll just take it out of your bag.
Alrighty. I'll put it in my backpack. And then I guess, alright, Celia, let's see if your sister's floating in the room.
Well, she isn't.
How do we know?
Because she wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Because we
The
know
spell
who Pell is.
is. Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Never mind.
And they stand in the doorway to the room, just kind of hand on the pommel of the sword, and just look at everybody one by one, and they say, "And just so we're clear here, no killing my sister."
No killing any of them.
Yeah, no kill. We have a way
don't-
to cure them.
Yeah, sure,
What?
but not my sister.
No, we're not going to
Eh?
kill anyone.
Hmm?
We don't kill
Unless they're trying to kill us.
No,
anybody.
do not kill my sister.
Okay, well,
I will end you if you touch my sister.
you can try.
Yeah, you can. You can certainly try.
We're not trying to kill anyone. We're actually trying to save all these people. You fool.
I have a dream stick. It'll take it
I'm
out.
sure you do. I'm so,
No, it
so
doesn't.
happy for you.
Stop!
You clearly don't know as much in this situation as we do. Respect the kid.
I just said it looks like a fantastic dream stick.
That's better. Okay.
I was very positive about the dream stick.
Let's go down the
No, I'm gonna
ominous
take this
staircase past the floating people of unconscious breathing. Let's go.
Okay, should we be quiet?
Yeah.
By all means.
All right, Miss Ria, will you open the door again?
Yeah.
So
Of all the times to
that's
not
what I
have the
had.
grease spell.
Oh.
Yep.
I should have known it wasn't them because they don't scrape it that badly when they enter and exit.
Well, I mean, when it squeaks, you're supposed to like lean on it, right? And pull.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought. So it could have squeaked worse. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I start walking down.
Okay. So you're descending the staircase.
Assuming Bryce is yes.
Yeah. Let's be quiet.
Yes, we
Yeah,
tiptoe.
stealthily.
We stealthily descend the case.
What's the? I don't need to know an order yet. Okay, so you descend the staircase down into a dimly lit room. So before, where it was, a little bit of ambient light coming in plus Rory. Now, if Rory wasn't here, it would be like pitch black for you.
But I have dark vision.
300 feet
Yep.
of it.
Which is more than you need for this space. But you walk down the stairs and you come to a stone landing. The air here, you descend for a little ways. It's hard to judge exactly how far, but the air down here is damp and heavy, and there's a ceiling overhead that's
there
maybe
mushrooms?
there's no mushrooms that you can
Oh.
see. But what you do
Still have
see is that you are, as you descend the spiral staircase, you are now at the center of what looks like a crypt of sorts, or at least the entryway into a crypt. The stairway seems to go down further, but there's a metal grate that blocks your path through, heavily locked, and blocks the descent of the stairs. But you can see through the metal grate that it continues going down and down and down for at least 100 feet, maybe more. But in the room that you're in now, this roughly cylindrical room, about the same size as the room above you, you see 6 large ornamental-looking marble coffins, giant tombs lining the room, equidistant from one another. Above each coffin is mounted a bust of a dragonborn, a stone bust of a dragonborn priest just above each tomb, presumably representing one of the original high priests of the temple. there are plaques located on columns that stand between each of the tombs. So 6 columns between the 6 tombs. These columns have plaques on the front with some writing. From where you're standing on the stairs, it's hard to read exactly what's on them, but you see that there are plaques on each column. And you take one more glimpse down below you, in the level below you, and you see dozens, maybe even hundreds of other smaller tombs, kind of mausoleum style, inset into the wall, almost looking like, bricks in this this kind of descending well that goes down and down and down underneath you, disappearing into darkness.
Do you want to try the key on the grate?
Does not fit.
Can you let me down? I'll put it back.
I want to read some of the plaques.
Okay. All right. So you head over to one of the plaques.
What are all of their names?
Oh, jeez.
So the plaques themselves don't appear to be actually associated with any of the tombs,
Oh.
but they are like summaries of parts of the Draconic pantheon.
Sure.
Members of the Draconic deities,
Okay.
essentially. And I am going to pull that up in just a second.
Woohoo.
Because I was prepared. Okay, so the first one you walk up to says Asgarath on it. And then underneath says, the point of all creation. Wellspring of all that is, has been, and will be. Parent to all dragonkin, without whom justice could not exist. And then you walk over to the next one that has a familiar name on it. It says Bahamut, the platinum dragon, source of justice and goodness in this world.
So definitely not the one we're finding.
You go to the next one, it says task, and then underneath it, selfishness embodied, the disruptor of justice. One day Bahamut shall pluck every last gemstone from his scales. Then you go to the next one, and it says Tiamat, vengeance incarnate. Where task disrupts, Tiamat destroys. Eternal foe of Bahamut. One day Bahamut shall triumph over her. It is small wonder she needs 5 heads simply to match the power of Bahamut's one. You go to the next one. In this one, you try to read the description, but the name on it is partially kind of scuffed out. The description is hard to read. You would need to take a closer look to try to discern what that one says. And then the final one reads Tamara, mother of Bahamut, emblem of goodness and strength. She deals both life and death with judiciousness.
I'm gonna look at that scratched out
Yeah,
name.
the scratch on one. I'm super. I'm clutching. I'm just like clutching the amulet with my dragon hand.
Okay.
And
Yeah, as you do that, you just feel energy flowing through your arm. Familiar feeling. But roll a perception or investigation check, whichever both of you can.
Natural 20.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
I'm good. I'm just gonna use your dice.
And I texted something to the group chat, just
I saw
a
it.
gentle
I did
reminder of something that you read in the last episode.
7.
Yeah.
So Rhea, you feel like you know what should be written there, but you can't put the words to it. Rand, you see it's been kind of scraped out intentionally, scuffed out by someone or other, but you can still read it, and the words don't necessarily mean anything to you. But you can read Calzareynad on it. You can see parts of the description. You see just underneath it, Keeper of Dark Wonders, and then a scuff, and then Hoarder of Secrets, and then some more scuff marks, and then something about Draco Lich Abomination.
Sick.
Okay.
Band name. Hang on, that's another one.
That is a great band name.
Draco Lich Abomination.
Yep.
Amazing. Fantastic. Love that.
This isn't good.
I can't really make it out.
It says Cal's
But-
Renad.
I mean, I figured. Honestly, I'm not surprised. This is my shocked face.
Oh. Okay. Yeah,
I don't remember how much Kalzarenad talk have you had with the group.
Probably not much.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't
Yeah.
think you've shared anything, right?
Yeah.
With them yet, or have you? It's up to you.
I think I mean I've shared that like somehow, there's like some sort of draconic involvement with my family history with Kalzarenad because of the kobolds that we met.
Yeah, we
Kind
got a
of like-
small blessing.
Yeah, we got a small blessing, and they were like,
And they also
"Whoa,
kept
you're like
in
super
touch.
connected."
That's right,
And I was like,
oh,
"Oh,
Can I investigate specifically for Tashara? Because I see the Tamara and I'm like, what? So I want to look for
Mhm.
Tashara.
There doesn't appear to be any mention of Tashara.
Nowhere
anywhere.
in this place.
This appears to be descriptions of draconic deities in relation to Quarry that you can see.
DM, if I
Mhm.
may, I know that the amulet has, it has like a black gem side and a white gem side. If I feel energy flowing through it, can I go to like every other inscription and like stand there and see if I can I'll like flip it over and like I'll touch the light gem side and see if I feel anything.
Which one are you just going one by one?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a religion check for me.
Ooh.
In the background of all
11.
this, can I be picking at the lock? I don't mean to really.
Yeah.
interrupt the
Roll a lock picking check for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I gave you that dice because they're not good to me.
So
Here.
an 11, you try and listen for some kind of.
This gives me a
gosh.
natural.
You put it in the tray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. 17 total.
Okay. So you try to feel for like some complementary energy near another name, but it doesn't appear to come to you. It feels like whatever power is being channeled through here right now belongs solely to Kalzarenad.
Okay.
And then 17 on the lockpick. So you're trying to pick it, and you've got your tools out, and you're trying, but you just can't get the feel for this lock.
Mhm.
Like it seems pretty well put together, difficult to break.
Okay. What is how does the lock look?
Roll a perception check for me. Are you just trying to see, like, get a gauge for how complex it is? How?
Well, I don't feel like complex because I just tried and kind of felt how complex. I'm mainly
Yeah.
looking at like, is it old and rusted conveniently?
Oh, okay. It is not actually. This lock is built into the grate itself,
Okay.
and it's embedded into the stone. So, like, where the grate meets the stone,
Mhm.
it kind of embeds into the stone as well.
Oh.
And so whatever mechanism is holding it in place is also embedded into that stone and is holding it fast. It does not appear to be rusted, despite the age and the moisture down here.
Mhm.
It is held through the years. It is a tough one to crack.
It's quite the lock.
Celia,
Mm-hmm.
about how hard do you think you could swing that sword?
I mean,
Okay. I cast heat metals on the grate.
Okay.
Try to soften it up so
Okay.
that Celia can bash through it easier.
All right. She's gonna take they're gonna take a swing at it. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Celia.
So you watch as they swing down and just smack right into the grate and just cleave. The sword hits the grate, and as the grate heats up, their sword just like slams in and ring. You just hear like a sonorous, just kind of like gonging noise as it cracks into the metal, and then just slowly, like butter.
Like a knife through hot butter.
And then they kind of shoulder their great sword, and there's like kind of a break, and it's not like fully broken through, but there's a
Sure.
hole
Okay.
in it now.
Jump on it.
And they just kind of look satisfied, like, huh?
That was pretty cool.
That was
So cool.
Yeah.
That was
I mean, I helped, but
Can it be opened?
teamwork.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bump it.
Sure.
Bryce
Yeah.
is just fangirling over Celia at this moment.
As you fist bump them, you notice like their skin looks like normal drow skin
Cool.
almost, but as
That's
you
great.
fist bump, it rubs slightly, and you feel like this almost sharpness to it as you rub against it,
Oh.
like almost like fine
Bats.
scales, just kind of like.
Ow.
slipping. Oh, sorry.
Can the grate be open now, or the thing be open now?
You can reach through it now. If you wanted to try to open it from the other side, you could.
I will try
Okay.
that.
Go for it.
What am I rolling?
No, you just do it.
Okay.
There's a release on the other side that you can reach and just kind of twist and then release the grate now.
Neat.
Okay.
Okay. What would you like to do? The grate is now open.
let's
Any
Let's
weird
go.
sounds
That's
coming
pretty
out from
great.
down there?
Roll a perception check.
Wow, that was a really nice 24.
24. You hear a gentle drip of some water source dripping all the way down at the bottom. Just a slight echoing ping, ping. Doesn't seem threatening, no.
Does anybody have to go
Your eyebrow
pee
trip.
all of a sudden?
Seems clear.
And then just another faint sound of a draft. Far below. It's hard to tell if it's just wind or if it's more of the same breathing that you heard before, but you hear
Oh wait, never mind.
something coming from far, far down.
It seems like maybe there's something really far in there. It's that same kind of drafty breathing noise I was hearing earlier.
What was
Maybe
the-
they're all asleep again.
What was the total that you rolled?
24.
So with a
Yeah.
24 also, I'll give you this. You're kind of, I assume like maybe you're kind of getting down on the ground, like kind of listening closely.
Yeah.
And, like trying to, when you're down there, you also see, you're looking down, you also see on the first step of the stairs down, there's a faint like shimmer in the air. A little bit of an arcane something on that first step, like physically on top of that first step. You would have missed it if you weren't so close. But there's something there.
I will voice that.
I have a theory and I don't like it.
I feel like can anyone tell if this is like do magic traps exist?
Oh, yeah.
Then I feel like this might be that.
All right, well.
Does anyone have a way to do anything
Is there
about
a
that?
rock?
We could always just.
I have an unseen
not step on
servant.
that stuff.
I haven't seen anything the whole time. I think that's a great idea. Although I'm just worried that'll make a big sound, and
I don't know.
that breathing sound from down there is worrisome.
What if it's not a lot of breathing? What if it's one really big thing?
Well, that's
That's
what
cool.
it sounds like,
I don't like it.
right? That's what it sounds
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
What if it's like really old and dying, and so we go down there and it's like recharging its health, and then we go down there and it might be really big and really scary, but it's mostly dead, and then we can just be like, "Hoppa!" Kill it.
Well, I'm mainly worried that this trap will kill us before we get down there.
I want to do an Arcana check. Pretty
Roll.
please.
Roll.
Thank you.
Is the trap just on the one step? Because
We don't know it's a trap.
Also, like,
It's a trap.
what if it just uses the people that are floating to recharge its health even if we kill it? What if it kills them?
19.
19. Let's see, with a 19. And you're just trying to assess.
Is it a trap?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure,
For
it's
sure.
a trap. What does a trap do
Sure.
then?
With a 19, you don't know for certain, but it looks like. What languages do you speak?
Let's
So
see.
effective DC.
I speak Corey.
You're not the one doing the.
Ah, you're right.
Proficiencies in languages: Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Yeah, you
Which
wouldn't
tracks.
recognize the language, but you recognize some of the flourishes on the runes.
Mhm.
You know, you've studied some magic,
Mhm.
presumably, so it looks like proximity based.
Sure.
It looks like hard to tell exactly what the effect is, but destructive in nature.
Okay,
Would
bet.
Probably
Cool.
do quite a bit of damage to you, and possibly also to the staircase itself
Neat.
if you were to step on it.
Okay. So if I were to say, scratch out the runes, would that do something?
Can I see?
It
am
might
I
do
able to
several
see-
things. You can try to disarm it if you want to.
That's what I want to try to do.
Am I able to see if the shimmer is also on second step, or is it like strictly first step, or can I just? That's all I see.
Roll a perception check for me.
There's one on every single step.
That won't be horrible. Haha. 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 14.
14. It's difficult to tell, but it seems like it's only on the first step.
Okay.
You're not 100% certain, but that's what it seems like.
I have a proposal before we go further into this magical trap. What if Kaladar is able to make us as many dream wands as the people that we found?
That's a lot.
That's so many. That would take him forever.
It sounded like this one was a lifetime achievement.
Yeah.
And like, what if we leave and they reset all of these traps, and when we come back, the amulet that we have doesn't work anymore?
Ooh, it changed the password.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's now or never.
I guess I'm curious. Is this your metagaming DM's way of saying don't do this yet?
I don't think
do
he's gonna
whatever you
tell us
want.
that.
You can't just say, sorry for metagaming, but I'm gonna metagame.
That's facts. All right. Never mind.
I just would like to metagame real quick.
Do
Yep.
we?
No. Yeah.
Why are you doing
Okay.
something with your?
I want to try to disarm the trap.
Roll an Arcana check.
Again.
Yes. This is to disarm.
Yes.
I'm assuming there's no way I can help with this.
Unless you have a way that you could help.
I just,
So
know
what
what
language
you're
what
saying.
okay, so what language does it look like to me?
Oh, that's true.
It looks similar to a lot of the glyphs that you've seen elsewhere here. You assume it's quarry based. in
Quarry.
nature.
So can I get Yeah. So can I get Rand's help in reading these glyphs? Can I point them out to
I
her?
think that might be helpful.
Rand, so this is absolutely 100% a trap. I don't know what those glyphs say.
Okay.
And I think if I knew what they said, I would be able to disarm this trap.
Okay. Can I read the glyphs?
That's a great idea. Rand can give you some guidance on this.
Hey, can I have some guidance, please? Yay!
So if you are doing the action, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Rand, if Rand is going to be helping you to disarm it, like physically disarm it,
Mhm.
or etch out the rune, then either both of you roll once. Depending
Both of us
on
roll once?
if you are taking the action yourself,
Mhm.
you roll twice, or if both of you are kind of doing it together, you can each roll.
What's your Arcana?
Well,
May I have some Adderall? Thank you.
Rand doesn't have it anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
wait, but what? But what? I would like some too.
Yeah, it's the same. I'll just take the Adderall. That's a 9 plus 2, 11. 13, 14, 15, and I'll roll a d4.
Okay.
Nope. 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. So you go to start trying to find a good place in the.
I'm gonna take some steps back.
Try to find a good place in the script to kind of break
Mm-hmm.
the runic enchantment to try to interrupt this trap. And you're having trouble kind of finding the exact right spot.
Mm-hmm.
You think you have it, and you go to take a swipe at it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just sparks for a second, but then it kind of shimmers and lights back up. You didn't accidentally set it off, but it is not disabled yet.
Could I try again?
You could try again, but it is going to be riskier this time.
Riskier. Okay.
This is a difficult trap to disarm.
Yeah, I see that.
I just want to. I do just want to. Are we able to just step over it? Like if we just skip the step? I don't know.
It's like
anything
blocking
about
the
magic.
entire passage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
hard because it's like a descending stair. There's not a whole lot of like width where the grade is not like super wide. It's like you're going down into kind of a like hatch,
Okay.
like almost.
It's also
So
impossible to
would
avoid
there
that first
would
step.
there be a way
You
of
could
like
try, but it would take a pretty tricky check to do it. Sorry. go
is
ahead.
it like a cramped space like height wise, or would I be able to potentially use my like steps of night and kind of like fly people over it real quickly?
It's like you're like descending down a trap door, kind
Gotcha,
of, but
okay.
like the steps are going through it, so it'd be tight for just one person to like try to slip over it. So
Question.
Yeah.
Does it look like something that would be easier to disarm from the other side?
potentially, there may be
Potentially.
with the initial Arcana check that you rolled,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say you haven't you've seen kind of most
Like, maybe it was set
pranks
from
that
the
you
other
think that
side.
you haven't set from the other
Yeah,
side,
yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe some more like control runes on the side that are easier to like less risky to.
Sure. I face step down there then.
Oh, look at you!
What?
No,
Let me burn that real quick.
Yeah.
Keep track of my steps on my Fabit. I used it. I'm not gonna use the fire. And
I go to give you magical Adderall and you
thanks.
I'm gonna.
Thanks.
Oh.
So I'm gonna try to disarm it again. Five.
You gotta give it the flip.
Well, it was a lower DC since you were down below it. It wasn't that low.
Okay.
You go to start working on the rune, and you're like, okay, yeah, I got this. I know how this one works. And you start to like scratch through one of them, and right as you're scratching, you read the rest of the runes, and you think, oh no, oh no, you picked the exact wrong one to do, and as you do that, you see sparks erupt and then just trace all through the runes on the steps.
Cool.
And roll a dexterity saving throw.
Bat. 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 Bat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
10.
A 10.
Wow, your dexterity.
It's plus 4.
You are much like the keg
Uh-huh.
that was triggered.
Uh-huh.
Just this wave of force
Sure.
energy
Yeah.
impacts you.
Uh-huh.
This arcing energy just pushes you
Uh-huh.
10 feet off of
cool.
the stairwell.
Cool.
Down the stairs.
Off of the stairwell. The stairwell corkscrews down the
Oh, and
center
there are
of this
walls.
shaft, and then there is a empty space.
And I jump further ahead on the track, and I make it across the finish line.
That's
Can
gonna
I?
do 13 points of force damage. To you.
Okay.
The moment that Saoirse starts to fall,
Yeah.
Steps of Night. I want to see if I can catch.
I mean, I have another phase step.
All right. I mean, how about this? How about the depending on let's roll. You two roll initiative.
Well, let me see.
I don't
Paper,
know
scissors.
if you.
Well,
have-
let me do my damage. What damage was it
13
again?
points of force damage.
Damage. 13 damage. Cool. Yes. All right.
Wait. Rory.
Teleport!
Did you point?
Were you holding Rory?
No.
I'll let you try and toss Rory down to her in this moment as you see this explosion happen. Are you gonna try and do that?
Okay.
We'll say.
Does Rory need me to throw him?
I guess not. I guess Rory could just go down there. Yeah.
Because he heard them say
Yeah,
teleport.
yeah.
and-
We'll say yeah. Okay. So you're pointing up.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear just a and then echoing down below just a and then Saoirse appears in a burst of flames.
Woo.
Just every time.
Yeah.
And a
great.
cloud of just
Love
fumes
it.
just roll out.
Amazing. It smells like a fireworks show.
Billow out. Mhm.
Over 2 on the traps.
And a loud crunching breaking noise you hear down beneath you as you watch as the stone spiral staircase
Yeah, that tracks.
breaks off where the explosion happened
Mm-hmm.
and leans and collides with the mausoleum wall underneath you, shaking and reverberating the space around you.
Oh, that's desecration.
Well, we don't have to be stealthy anymore.
Yeah. Is that causing rocks to fall from ceiling? and
Oh yeah,
things?
there's there's rubble kind of
like
it's
crashing
crashing
collapsing
down.
a little bit.
It's not collapsing completely, but it has weakened the structural integrity of the space.
Are they falling on us?
No, there's nothing like major falling down.
Okay, that's good.
But your path forward there has been partially destroyed. If you wanted to go that way.
So,
Would anybody like Featherfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give everybody Featherfall.
Do you have enough for me too?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I said
That's
everybody.
okay. Just making sure you.
Let me make.
Ceiling
I mean,
jump.
let me make sure. I mean,
It's like a...
You know what's funny?
Let me
about
just
the
make sure.
Featherfall is it doesn't make you like weigh less, right? It's just like anytime you're going down, like you go slower. And so like if I have like a flying speed over 60 feet, I just imagine me like trying to dive. I can only go as fast as Featherfall.
yeah, I can target up to 5 creatures.
Yeah. So,
Everybody's good.
all right. Are you jumping?
Yeah.
Let's
I want
go.
to show Celia. It looks like this. I'm just gonna jump off because I'm trying.
What do you?
Cool.
I step off as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to keep an ear out. Now that like I'm away from the rumbling and stuff, and I'm slowly descending. Do I still hear the drafty noise?
Mhm.
Okay.
And it gets louder and louder as you go further and further down.
And would I guess I jump as well.
Yeah.
And I want to just I want to look for the bottom. I mean, with the 300 feet of dark vision.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 300 feet of dark vision. You can see the bottom as you're looking down. It is about 150 feet down, but it's there. There's the dripping that you heard. There's a thin layer of water at the bottom.
Ew.
Mushrooms?
Is there any way to like stall your fall a bit, or like I don't know? Is there any way to affect the speed of the fall, or is it like a set fall speed with Featherfall?
A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
I guess
So-
I do kind of want to, like, am I within speaking range of the people above me?
Yeah, you can call up.
Do we have a way to get back up?
Nope.
Yeah. You all step off, I guess. And...
no, this is like mid-descent, I'm asking.
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
okay.
This is where we die.
Well, I guess we've been lower, maybe. We're in the... It's like
Have
the
you?
Spy Kids scene. Like, oh yeah, we went down. We were in Aqua's house.
Really?
Yeah, which I figured out was my
Hmm.
uncle.
Yo, huh.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains, I guess, the demeanor.
Do you know Aqua?
Me?
Yeah,
No,
like you're
no.
saying like that explains his demeanor. Like you are familiar with him.
Oh, look, the floor.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Wait a
Inside
yeah,
joke.
wait, I want to insight that, like, because I also...
Nothing you can roll.
You want to put both of our dice in there?
yeah.
Where's your?
I
Is it this
lose
one?
track of... Yes, every time.
Oh! Oh. It only works for Brian.
I have a plus
For
7.
hunters.
Oh my god.
30-20.
Dirty 20.
I'm only
Immediately
one. I only have one
anything that says.
basic proficiency in insight. I don't have my double
Oh,
proficiency.
God. You don't have expertise.
It's only +3 on insight.
Yeah, they are definitely lying.
I believe you. True. Like I
Thank
think
you.
you're telling
Thank
the
you. It's
truth.
so nice to
What do you know
Yeah.
about? I know you're lying.
Floor's coming up fast. Feet
I-
first, everyone.
I have feet first. I want to give a quick scan around the room. Do I see anything with my 300 feet? Of
So you're falling through this mausoleum well, so
Okay.
to speak.
This
And-
is sick, by the
Yeah,
way.
you can see like
super cool.
on all sides all of these different tombs just kind of inset into the walls, and you can see names cascading down past you of Dragonborn.
I could write some
Swan
really rad
and-
poetry in
Oh yeah.
This is giving me
But in
My
the end,
Chemical
no,
here.
Romance.
Lie in the grass next to the mausoleum.
Wait, you also mentioned that Hell was in Port Deshode a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
About a month or two ago.
So around around the time Ben went missing?
I think Ben went missing. Would we establish what, like 3-ish weeks before
Yeah.
the campaign start?
And she said a few weeks
They-
ago.
Yes, like
They said thank you.
like 2 months ago or so.
Okay.
Hmm.
Not doesn't seem like it,
Hmm.
that you know.
Mm.
You're telling me more later.
But they're definitely holding something back. A lot back.
Yeah.
Something.
Just one or two things.
Even
No,
do a
they're
good
not.
job hiding it.
No, they're not. They're not holding anything back.
They're so
clearly.
truthful.
Yeah, nothing if not forthright.
100%. I believe you.
Would I lie to you?
Yes.
And
No.
they smile, and you see the big sharp teeth.
Yes.
Do I look like somebody who would
Yes.
lie to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you bite me just like a little bit?
What?
Okay.
I just want to. Aren't you curious?
Normally we ask for.
I mean, it's. I get this more than
See, it's not weird. Like you didn't get to fist bump them, but like interesting.
Okay, what do we see in this giant cavern
Is
mausoleum?
there a second room for those two?
So you get
It's
down.
summer Saoirse babies.
You get down to the bottom and you set down on the ground. There's about like 7 inches of water on the base here, so you
Yeah.
just kind of
Gross.
set foot directly into
Squelch.
a lot of squishing, squelching.
Do the communion wafers give us any water walking capabilities?
That's clever, but no.
Darn it!
Is it like water or is it like sewage?
It is water. It's not
Ugh.
sewage per se.
Probably
but it is,
stagnant
like,
water.
Stagnant.
Icky.
Yeah, it does smell. And you are in a mausoleum, so there's a dubious quality to the water. It is murky and dark, and it squishes more than normal water should when you set foot
Mm.
down into it.
Dissolve cartilage.
But you see
Down.
that down here at the very base, there is an arched doorway leading
and
out of this
flaps.
kind of cylindrical mausoleum well.
Cool.
Alright, do
That
I
just
see
leads
anything
away.
through?
You actually do indeed. Without a perception check that you can roll if you want more, but you see a gentle blue pulse again, and that breathing that you heard is louder, and you see more bodies lining the wall of this hallway, this tunnel leading out of the mausoleum. This tunnel, by the way, that you see, there's a doorway, an entryway of sorts to it, but it doesn't look well crafted per se. It looks hand hewn out of the base of this mausoleum, and you get a good look at the walls. It's not a very wide hallway, but it goes for quite a ways past you. It looks like hand tool chiseled and broken and smoothed. It doesn't look of the same make and quality that the rest of this mausoleum looks. Looks like it was kind of dug out.
But it's the same thing of like they're all against the wall.
All against the wall,
glyphs.
like completely kind of wrapped to the shape of the wall. Against it, the same blue, arcane kind of shapes, patterns on their bodies and on the walls, all pulsing the gentle blue color.
Rhea, you wouldn't happen to have a healing cantrip, would you?
Not a cantrip.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't want to take anything actually valuable from you.
Well, if we do get into like any sort of tussle, I do have a spell that will heal all of us.
Oh, lovely.
Real quickly, or like I guess like one person at a time, every 5 or 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty decent, right?
Yeah, for about like 1-ish minute.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah.
All
It
right.
does require my concentration.
Okay.
I do want to take the step since I have the blue amulet, even though pretty sure nothing's there, but I want to take like a step forward with that amulet just to make sure.
Yeah.
Nothing's protecting the room or anything.
You don't see anything other than the glyphs on the wall and the eerie blue, hazy light cast before you. There's a little bit of a mist kind of permeating the air here as well. It obstructs your view completely to the end of this passageway.
Mr. Can I see that mirror really quickly?
Yeah, here. Just don't smudge it too much because I do use it for this. I mean, how else do you think I get this amazing contour?
Oh, I just thought you were this beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Has it gotten any worse?
Your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been, maybe like an hour or so since you descended. Roll perception check for me.
16.
16. Just barely seems to have crept a little bit further down. Almost like drops of blood, but it's coming from all sides, and it's just gentle, small little streaks kind of coming up from your eyes. The same
Okay.
crimson color.
It's gotten worse. I don't like it. I don't know what to do. Actually, I'm just gonna sit down and start meditating. Can I roll something to contact my quarry?
Yeah. Roll me a. This is
Oh,
interesting.
we're sitting down now. Do you want to sit on like a rock,
I
maybe,
take
or
Rory
like?
and I blank it again, and I'm just like,
Oh, you're just sitting in a few inches of water.
ew, that is gross. Okay, yeah, that's what I do.
Oh,
it's
no.
fine.
Sometimes the best meditation practices are the most difficult ones.
Like sitting under a running waterfall.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Smart cookie. And oh wait, that's on the main page. That would be 19.
Okay, 19. So you close your eyes and you still see that kind of after image of your reflection and the red eyes in it, and you watch as your face dissolves and only the blood red eyes are left. A flame starts to erupt from them, and they seem to get closer and closer and closer. But then another flame appears, this one brighter, welcoming, a flame that you recognize, appears in front of you, and then the eyes just kind of, smoke obscures them, and then when the smoke clears, they're gone. The flame that you are accustomed to, that you've seen many times before, sits there and warms you a little bit, comforts you. And it is comfort, but it is bittersweet. And the feeling that it imparts on you as well is one of temporary relief.
I kind of like reach out and like put my hand in a little bit and say, what do I do?
You hear, or you feel a determination, just that amounts to press on and fight forward.
Okay. I just kind of close my hand and open my eyes. Say, all right, let's go. And I look at my face one more time. Yep.
I cast Prestidigitation to dry your bum.
Thank you so
Aw.
much.
That's so sweet.
so much.
Yeah,
Having wet pants is the worst.
It's so bad.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
You stand up and like before you cast that, it's like, you know, you've sat. It looks like you sat
Swamp
in
bottom.
mud. Yeah.
Oh.
You think, well, maybe it's just how dark it is down here. Maybe the water is clear. No, you stand up and it is like dark brown. But it cleans up nicely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As everyone like heads off, I wanna purposefully wait next to kind of like Celia, and when like other people have kind of like, if everyone's walking, if you're walking, I don't know.
Yeah,
It sounded like you were. That's fine.
I'm walking.
Then once like people are a little out of earshot, I want to like grab Celia's wrist, look them like dead in the eyes, be like, "We're going to save your sister, and then you two are going to tell me everything you know about Aqua."
That seems like a fair trade.
I'm just gonna like let go and walk off.
Okay.
And we go.
So down you go, down this tunnel, and you walk for, you know, a few minutes, 5 minutes, almost 10 minutes, keeps going, and you pass dozens of these bodies, all sleeping, all seemingly unperturbed by your movement past them, until you get to the end of the hallway, terminated in a large metal door that is currently cracked open about halfway.
Everyone, I just want to say, no matter what happens when we go in there, it's gonna be all right. Right? Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
I don't see why not. Do I hear anything weird from the room?
Well, that was me leading into casting motivational speech, which is
Everything's gonna be fine. Right?
Very motivational.
We're not gonna die,
Right?
and we're gonna find a way out of
Yeah, it's fine. We're good.
Right.
Yeah.
Rand doesn't say anything. Just blank stare.
Anyway, so the 5 of us get 5 temporary hit points, and we have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Hey.
And it does that thing where if you're hit by an attack, you have an advantage on the next attack roll you make.
Hey.
As long as those, isn't it like as long as the temp HP is there? Or
Yes, yes. As long as you have those 5 extra hit points, then the spell is in effect.
do I hear?
I was gonna say, I suddenly feel very motivated to make sure that we don't die
Mm-hmm.
and prove you right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I hear anything? Or is there any weird sounds coming from in there? Perception.
Ooh.
Okay, say what
That
you
means This
want.
one's gonna be good.
Wow.
25.
I don't understand. I mean, I guess I understand it.
He's literally
It feels like
I am the junior
Right?
detective.
literally rolling multiple times.
Well, I mean, because they're trying. I mean, I cannot.
No.
It's not like I'm choosing the
I mean,
best
it's not
result.
like that one would be any better necessarily, you
Mm.
know. Anyway, you hear the breathing of the sleeping people on the walls near you. You hear the reverberations of the water as you walk through it, just kind of gently rolling into the walls and rolling back. You hear, other than that, you hear the sound of pacing from the room beyond this door. One person that you can hear. It's a 25. You hear a thrumming, a dull hum of. It sounds like something. You think back to that the sound of the dynamo in the signal tower, that like raw interplanar power source, that humming dynamo of energy, and this is kind of a similar like something powerful is beyond this door, giving off some kind of droning noise.
I will mention that to everybody.
Does it sound anything like the thing in the lighthouse?
Yeah,
That's
what it is.
literally like
Literally what he just said.
Not like exactly like it, not necessarily of the exact same make, but it sounds powerful, and it sounds like it is energetic.
Well, pacing. Maybe it's your sister. I mean, probably, right?
Pretty fitting, right?
The only
Yeah.
person we haven't come across at this point.
Yeah.
Do we want to try just
Yeah, should we just
jumping?
just be like, hey, Belle, we're here to talk and hang out.
Do we have a good sleep spell on hand?
I do, yeah. Aren't they kind of already asleep? The folded?
I always forget about that.
Yeah, didn't we try that on one at some point?
Oh,
No.
No,
It's okay.
Okay. Oh, wait.
There are
I could
certain
play the
questions I've, like,
bagpipes.
literally asked like 6 times.
Hold the phone.
The
You
phone
want-
is being held.
It is.
You are holding them.
I am holding,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
have
Holding.
something. I have something.
When can I put this down?
Yeah, keep holding it.
If I play Wake Me Up When September Ends, will that wake them
I
up?
thought you were gonna say, but no.
What
Well, you
did
could
you think I was
try.
gonna say?
Um,
What did you think I was
no,
gonna
don't
say?
worry about it.
No?
Different song.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
I do
Okay.
have the dreams.
Yes. So I guess what I say
Not the
is
goofy
like,
version.
okay,
Copyright, please.
I've learned a few spells that I think would be useful, granted all of our interesting encounters that we've had. So we can open the door, and I can try to grab whoever's on the other side, and then Bryce, you run up and use the dream stick. Okay.
You just grab them?
You'll see. Hopefully.
I'm so
Oh.
excited to see this.
Before, sorry, I'm just trying to beef everybody up a little bit right now. Everybody, in addition to that really good motivational speech that I gave, just if you feel something trying to get into your head, like an earworm or some sort of like charming effect or a spell, just listen to my earworm instead. And she's gonna. This song has been in my head all day. I get YMCA.
Not just today. I would like to add this. Not just today. The song has been stuck in Sarah's head for a moment.
I'm sorry, but like it has been living in my head rent free. And so that's something I can do called counter charm. I think. Let me look at this. It does, right?
Is that something that is like a?
It's like I can do it passively almost. Counter charm, or okay.
Yeah, is that like somebody tries
So-
to charm and you can counter charm it?
So as an action, I can perform until the end of my next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet who can hear me gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Gotcha. Cool. Very
So as we're going into this, I don't want whoever's over there to just like come out blazing and try to.
Yeah, understood.
Anyway,
As you're deciding what path you're going to take.
we all step in rhythm.
My body's moving against
its will.
Oh no, that's a different spell.
The humming from beyond the door grows louder.
We all just start nervously going.
The blue light on the walls around you becomes brighter. The pulsing grows more frequent and more frequent.
We should maybe do something now.
Okay.
Let's just run.
Okay. So
The eyes of all of the people on the
can
walls
we just
pop
open the
open.
door?
That. Love that.
And in unison,
No.
you hear a voice,
No.
and all of the voices in the wall all say at the same time, together.
Why?
I will end the stream right now. Oh my god. With a press of a button, I can do it.
Like a full four part choir arrangement of it, all like minor and scary. Wow.
It's fun to stay.
We notice that they're all linked and like, why?
It's like a game or a party or something where the DJ cuts out the music so that everybody can sing along.
Yeah. Oh god, I hate that so much.
I've been waiting
Like
for
everybody
all of
now.
them to open their eyes at the same
there's
time
no
and talk
back-
together this entire time.
No.
What do they actually
What do they say?
Paul?
So they say
You
YMCA.
hear all of them at the same time. And the voice
YWCA.
beyond the door.
Check your
So,
privilege.
why don't you come on in? We left the door open for you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we did lose the element of
just-
surprise a while ago.
All right. Can I push the door open and cast a spell?
Sure.
You can do whatever you want, I guess.
What are you gonna do? I will say
I
that
didn't know
you
if-
do not
if
have
we
the
were-
element of surprise.
I think they can.
I didn't
see
know
us.
if this was like, and you'll find out next time.
We'll get to it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Okay.
Never heard this spell.
It's concentration. So essentially, I'm gonna push the door open, find the person, and I choose a 5-foot square unoccupied space on the ground I can see within range. A medium hand made from compacted soil rises there and reaches for one creature I can see within 5 feet of the giant hand thingy. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay. So as you walk in the door, first thing you see
No one.
is
I don't want to cast if I don't see anybody.
so we'll get to it.
Oh,
First
sorry.
thing you see as you walk in is you see a cavernous space
Ooh.
in front of you. Again, this where the tunnel that you just walked in was like hand-hewn stone. This is more natural, like a space that was dug into a cave of sorts, a cave that you've seen before in your dream. And at the center of the cave is a familiar construct that you've seen before as well. A great monolithic obelisk is in the center of this cave. It is covered, bottom to top, with runes, glowing bright blue. The humming noise has become almost deafening now, coming from the base of this structure. And you see standing in front of it is Pell.
Yep.
And standing behind it are rows and rows of folded on the walls. Their bodies linked, the tattoos and the glyphs behind them, just like they were in the hall, tracing all around them and down onto the floor, and then up into the obelisk. And you cast?
On Pell. Yeah.
Okay. And it's a strength save? What's the range on that, by the way?
I think it's just what I gotta be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a range.
Alright, we'll roll the strength save real quick.
She said it to us. Range 30 feet.
Oh, range 30 feet.
Oh, then no, you're not close enough.
Oh,
Go
okay.
away.
Okay.
She's a little bit past that.
How
Um,
far?
Hmm?
How far?
She's about 50 feet
Can I make a dash?
Conveniently.
away. Sure. I'll say you can dash, and as you're dashing, she looks at. Are all of you entering too? Or are you just...
Yeah, I'm going.
The people on
yeah,
the walls
if-
in the passage start to come off of the walls and walk towards you, forming a wall behind you, and pressing towards the room.
Well, okay,
Fine,
wait, I
we
don't
get
want
it.
to
Gosh.
dash in. I want to just
Walk.
be in.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
mainly what
And so you are
I'm dashing and casting.
Dash.
Dash and cast.
as you're doing that, she looks at you with a smile on her face and she says, all in time, all in time. Are you still casting? Don't you want to talk first?
I'm dash and casting.
She's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed.
No! Our first legendary resistant boss!
Is that?
And
That's fine.
she says, you'll get your opportunity.
Miss Rhea, you might want to make us a hut.
I just need 10 minutes.
Okay. Well,
I just-
go for it. Go for it. And I like post up. I guess you. I don't know. I'm just like, whew, because we're being surrounded at this point.
What is the
door
legendary
closed-
resistance?
We are
the door
surrounded.
closes behind you.
We are totally
Yeah.
surrounded.
Yeah.
What does the legendary resistance look like? Does just like
Oh.
the spell nothing happen? Does the hand come
So
out?
The
at
power of
you?
Christ protects her.
The hand comes out, and like for a second, you swear you have her.
Mm-hmm.
You swear you've got her, and then she just sidesteps, just effortlessly, and just slips through the fingers of the grasp of the hand. It just crashes into the earth, and she slips out and just looks at it and smiles at you. Her eyes blue, and bright.
Is there anywhere to hide in here?
Slash, is that even a realistic option?
At this point, no, there are a lot of eyes on you.
Yeah.
She looks at all of you and she says, "How fortunate. Celia's here. And the flame bearer's here too. I've been waiting for you for so long. And here you are, right here. You brought the flame with you too."
I immediately
so
just like
much.
clutch Rory and like hide him.
You've hidden from us for so long. It's so good to see you, and you've arrived just in time. Just in time to witness a new age. We want some other things. Maybe not you, but the flame inside of you. The flame that you bear. We want some other things.
You know what they say about assuming?
Enlighten me.
I can't.
I was wondering, I was like, what are you gonna do here?
Why did I say anyway?
Asimar, out of you and me.
That is exactly what I said.
She chuckles, and then all of the people on the wall behind her chuckle.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Could you be more creepy, please?
Celia, how long has she been like this?
I don't know.
How long?
I don't know. I've been searching for her. I just found her the other day. I haven't seen her in years.
Years.
And Pell continues. For so long, the barrier between our planes has kept us at bay, kept us in our cycle of death, rebirth, and death, and rebirth, death, and rebirth. Do you know what it's like to die endlessly, for thousands of years? To be at the mercy of the whims of mortals, of their dreams, their boring, lifeless dreams. To have the infinite power of creation at your fingertips, and all you could do is recreate some brainless teenager's romance dreams again and again. Do you know what it's like to be able to shape the fabric of reality like clay and use it to make a hamburger? I mean, come on.
Hamburgers
That
exist.
sounds pretty great, honestly. I could really go for a hamburger. DM, real
Yeah.
quick. The obelisk in the middle,
Mhm.
does it look like it is magically protected at all? Or does it look like potentially it could be, like, destroyed?
Roll a perception check.
Is the blue amulet, by the way, doing anything in this room?
It's glowing, a similar color, but it's not doing much of it.
17.
17. It's pretty big, and wide at the base, and it kind of tapers up. So structurally, it is pretty sound. It would take quite a bit of force to topple it. Magically,
Or perhaps shatter it.
it is radiating magical energy. You without even having like any kind of magical detection up, you can feel the arcane energy coming through.
Okay.
I should have taken shatter.
But
Oh
Pell
well.
continues and says, "From the young age, I've understood that the separation of what we call dream and reality it's artificial. It's a barrier put up by somebody thousands of years ago to keep true power and creation at bay. And too long have we been subject to the whims of mortals. That time's coming to an end. Tashar is leading a new age for the dreaming dark. We will not be subject to returning again. We will fight it off this time, and we will endure. And with Komun guiding me, We are the vanguard of Tishara. And as she starts to say this, you hear another voice come in underneath her. You can hear her voice and a deeper voice simultaneously speaking, and the deeper voice is getting louder and louder. And you see the tattoos on Pel's body glow bright blue, almost blindingly bright.
Can I? Oh,
yeah.
Because if I entered, where are you? Did you back up at all after your spell failed, or are you still like 20 feet in the room?
I guess I could back up a few steps.
I mean, I'm just wondering.
Well, yeah, because you came in and you were like, I need 10 minutes, and then I posted up.
Yeah, I'm not doing the.
I'm inside of you.
Alright, so that means you backed up a bit.
You
While
only need 100 rounds.
monologuing is happening, I want to like scooch close and be like, is Rory still around?
I want to sleight of hand Rory to Bryce.
Okay. Sure. She continues, the blue energy crackling out of her tattoos, and she says, her eyes blindingly bright blue. Now you can't even tell where she's looking anymore. She says, "We will punch a hole through the fabric, through this barrier, this millennia-long barrier, and we will reunite what was once separated. And with that power at our fingertips, we will no longer be subject to mortal whims. We will create a new world, and we will fashion it in our image. We will use your minds as our soil, and from it we will grow roots deep and strong, and we will never be ripped out again." And the tattoos now are glowing even brighter, and you see like the skin near the tattoos is starting to almost crumple and fold back, and you watch in almost an instant the obelisk behind her glows bright blue, crackles almost lightning bolts of energy down that hit the tattoos on her body, and you watch her skin like split apart at these seams. And like if you've ever seen like one of those higher dimensional like rotating animations, like almost being folded out from beneath those flaps of unfolding skin emerges something new, another being almost. This hulking monstrosity takes shape, like the peeling back of Pel's form reveals and gives structure to a new one. This hulking, nightmarish monstrosity, red skin dripping, you can't tell if it's blood or sweat or something else, and eyes all over it, blinking, seeing, unseeing, hard to tell. Two main ones on the front of the face. You can't find a nose on the body, but there are slits that look like they may serve that purpose. Muscular arms, cruel pincers at their tips, clack noisily as Pel's arms unfold to reveal them. Multiple other arms, smaller but grasping, hang from the abdomen of this creature. And when you look down to try to find legs, you don't see any, but you do see a great slithering tail that ends in a sick, barbed stinger.
I don't think the dream stick is going to cut it here. That was about to be my cool plan, but so like Pel's
That's not your sister anymore.
So Pel like essentially just got ripped in
She
half.
gone.
Degloved.
Yeah. So like definitely Pel's dead.
Ah.
We'll find out next week.
Good.
So,
Thank God I didn't
gracious.
try teleporting and using the dream stick in the middle of her monologue. 'Cause
Can I-
don't think
about doing that.
that was my plan, and I was waiting for an opportune moment. But then her whole body got
She
ripped
gone.
apart.
Yeah. I don't know if we can.
Can I get something clear?
Mhm.
Is the quarry's main beef that humanity's dreams are too boring?
It's a combination of things.
Well,
And is it essentially like that one episode of SpongeBob where he goes into Patrick's dream and Patrick is just riding on a little horsey ride, and he's so upset that Patrick isn't doing more interesting things in his dream, and he's like, "Why?"
Yes.
Is that this?
It's partially that.
Sure. Okay.
It's-
Whatever.
A lot of the inspiration for this campaign was that episode.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if I really like sat down and like traced a lot of my ideas, there's probably a heavy influence from SpongeBob. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah,
My word.
yeah. So we'll see what happens
Zoinks.
next week.
Mhm. I hate the creature you described.
Yeah,
It's
It's
I
awful.
love it.
Really channeling
I
Mr.
think
Krabs
it's
there.
incredible.
You're
I
talking
love
crap
it.
about hamburgers, and the entire time I was like, "It's like, what is wrong with hamburgers?"
Ooh.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
I
don't
hate
think
that
Dreamstick
so
is working
much.
against that.
I don't know if that is showing.
So we'll find out.
It's hard to tell.
That's
that screen's way more behind
terrifying.
that screen.
that's pretty cool.
But thank you for joining us
I
tonight.
put them in the tray.
We'll
so
be
we
back
can go
next week.
and
Yes.
throw them. Like, get out of here, Belle.
And then, do we have any last minute sign off things? I know we had something like that in the schedule last week.
Thank you for Platy. You make cool grim music.
Oh, yes.
The music is sick.
Also,
Very
Maria is holding a moonbeam spell.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. But yeah, we'll be back next week.
Bye.
Thank you. Well,
Bye.
some of us will.
Oh,
Yeah,
rude.
Dang, we're gonna be missing a battle.
Mhm.
yeah, that was a bad episode.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can. I'll talk to Will. Maybe we can move the one shot up, and then we can move this back. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we'll be back next week with something.
Yay! There'll be something.
Join us next week for something.
Something will happen.
Something will happen.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.